What's going on, everybody? We are the Cinema Fanatics, and we are back with another Schmoedown reaction. How's everyone doing tonight? It is Thursday night. We have got some fun stuff we're about to do. Oh my gosh, it is the IG Finals. It is Chance Ellison versus Mike Kalinowski.
Who knew?
Such a good match.
Who thought this is where we were going to end up?
An all Korruption finale at no clue. Absolutely no idea.
What? What's going on, guys? My name is Chris Adams.
And I'm Robert Adams.
Yeah, we're doing this fun little reaction tonight. I know we've got some great stuff planned. We've also got a special guest. I don't know how long we want to take until we spring that guest out on everybody, but it should be a lot of fun.
Well, I would say let's go ahead and just bring our guest on from the dungeon, straight from the dungeon. Kaiser was nice enough to allow him to leave the dungeon for one night and one night only while he's still in training to be the very best dungeon player he could be. I would like to introduce to the Cinema Fanatics, first time on our stream. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Kevin.
Wait.
Oh, wait, Kevin? Wait. Hold on.
That's not.
What are you saying there?
That's not Smets.
That's
no.
Yeah. We got Adam.
Did you think that Kevin Smets was coming on?
We got the. Well, I mean, Kaiser sent that image. It was.
So I mean, we got this for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's. I mean, I gave him a photo. It's not very well exposed, obviously. I'm sorry about that, but people didn't think you were bringing on Kevin Smets, did they?
Wait, so it's not. Let me overexpose this then.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's the better one. You should have used that one.
Okay.
I got it. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint anybody. I mean, if there's one way to really disappoint people, it's to, promise them Kevin Smets and deliver them Adam the Razor Witt.
Well, Kaiser said we're not allowed to mention the name of who he's allowing on, so I guess that's why. Anyways, Adam, since you happen to be here with us, you're a very knowledgeable Schmoedown player, very entertaining yourself. Would you like to join us on this reaction?
Well, yeah, if you wouldn't mind. I mean, I could try and gather up Kevin Smets, but he's pretty busy training in the dungeon right now, and so I'm kind of the only one available, so I don't know.
Well, I think we can make this work then.
It is what it is.
Right.
You're a blast.
I mean, I've been known to answer a trivia question or two. Are you guys answering trivia? Are you?
Yeah, I think we're trying to play along. Yeah.
Oh,
you
okay.
got a whiteboard. I think we got a whiteboard.
Oh, hey, look at this. Oh, wow. That's amazing.
You know,
look, I have one of these too. I mean, I can play along with you guys.
Yeah, since we're all here with whiteboards, let's play.
Let's do this thing.
That's fantastic.
Anyways, like we were saying earlier, this is the Inner Geekdom finale. So this is an all Korruption based Inner Geekdom finale. Now I know the dungeon is very strong in the Inner Geekdom world. Y'all got like at least half the people who are in this tournament in this tournament.
Yeah. I mean, well, I was in Star Wars. I couldn't have done as good as Zipper, but yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, we have the real final. Will be Kevin Smets. So it's great that Korruption's playing today, but we know that the final has a dungeon member involved.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, of course. I thought that went without saying, but.
That's right, guys.
I say all kinds of stuff that goes without saying. I'm great at that.
You and Gucci both.
Yeah, that's right, guys. We got Adam here from the dungeon. We're gonna have some fun here. Also, take a moment just to say, guys, get ready for that August 7th match. It's gonna be Kevin Smets versus Chandru, and we know Smets is gonna take the belt there. So if you have not gotten your pay-per-view ticket, I believe they're on sale now. So you want to jump on that for the Schmoedown, and then look forward to Smets winning that.
That's going to be very exciting, yeah.
Yeah. If at any time any of y'all in the chat, you have any questions, anything you want to ask, drop the questions. Also, we do recommend drop questions via Streamlabs. The link is over there above his head. You can also put the questions in Super Chat. We appreciate those as well. Priority really would go to Streamlabs, but if y'all want to drop any questions, also make sure you hop on our Patreon. It's right there above my head. My hair's kind of like maybe covering it, or no, it's more important than my hair. Never mind. So
you need to carve it into your hair. Then you don't have to put all that stuff up there. You just, or put it on some sort of headdress, and then you could just.
But then when I go to work and when I'm talking to customers, they might be like, what's patreon.com/Cinefanatics? And as much as I love the Cinefanatics, that might get troublesome after like the 20 millionth customer.
Seems like good advertising, but then, you put it out in the real world, and that's where you find out. You're like, oh, right.
We're not paying you to advertise your own crap, Robert.
Yeah. Take that marker off your forehead.
I'm sorry.
All right. So as far as this awesome match we got going tonight, who do we got? I know we've got a bracket, but first, Adam, who do you think you got?
Oh, this is an interesting one. I mean, we love to watch Kalinowski lose, don't we? I mean, it's the whole, but he sets that up, right? He's Mr. Cocky. He does his whole thing. You're like, I'd love to see Kalinowski lose. Maybe he feeds on that. So, as a vote of confidence for Chance. And Kalinowski, I hope Kalinowski loses because I think Kalinowski likes that, but it'd be nice for Chance to win, of course.
Well, let's take a look at the official Cinefanatics bracket because it looks like Adam may be joining our opinion on this tonight, and that we're kind of hoping Ellison that Chance wins the entire tournament because one, he's been doing a really good job, and two, that would just be awesome to see the dynamic of what happens when Ellison is now leading the pack in Kalinowski's house, essentially.
Yeah.
Plus,
I mean, the plot lines to come are fascinating.
Oh, absolutely.
What does this
not
do
beyond Kalinowski to be a brat and try and get out of the faction or whatever. I wouldn't put it past him.
What does this do to Korruption? What does this do to Chance?
Right.
I mean, it's just if Chance wins, it's essentially a passing of the baton, so to speak. So there's any number of cool storylines and things that could come out of this match.
Oh, and I'm sure Kalinowski will enjoy the passing of the baton, the austere passing of the baton. I'm sure that'll go over real well. Real well.
There's what he says, and he says he's fine with it, but then there's what actually happens.
Yeah. Begrudging.
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing, kayfabe aside, that would actually be really funny if that's what they do. Is like the whole time he's just sitting there like, okay, enough. I've had this. There's no way that my protege is going to be beating me. I'm out of here. That would be great.
Toss the table.
Let's kayfabe. What are you talking?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Kayfabe is an Italian dessert. I make it, but it requires heavy cream and rum and.
So real quick, to the people in the chat, thank y'all for being here. Looks like we've got some good reactions so far. Adam Witt, hee.
That's the correct reaction. That's the correct reaction.
Adam is a great choice. Love Adam.
Thank you. Did anyone write not disappointed at all that it's not Smets? No, nobody did.
Nobody has said that
lords are a speciality.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then Adam Witt, saying things that go without saying is my specialty.
Is my speciality.
Now, a lot of times I like to highlight also the managers that are going against each other here, but it's just Shannon.
And supposedly she's managing both at the same time. So how do you do that?
Interesting.
Especially when the storyline, I think the storyline does include the fact that Shannon is actually in a relationship with Kalinowski.
Right.
Oh.
Real interesting there. Yeah. Oh God, how great would that be if she tries to throw some crap in there to try and throw Chance off that would be amazing. That would be an amazing plot line.
And then you have Chance is going to storm off Korruption. This could go so many different ways.
I smell trouble on the wind.
It's interesting that she's got to play both sides of it, but she doesn't have two different personalities. There's just one person. I was like, oh, she could play one side of her personality. No, there's just one personality there. It's
This is where factions benefit from having those advisor roles filled, though. So
yeah,
who knows? We'll see. We'll see what Korruption's able to pull off. Still could see some dismantling. I don't know, like the Finstock Exchange. They had trouble with this. I guess Korruption does. I don't know. We should get in the
match. Trouble with what?
What was it when
Merle
they had
Bateman?
Merle and
right. That's right.
Go against each other. Yeah,
that's That's pretty interesting. That's basically that type of thing has happened only since the draft, right? That you've had these things where like, oh, I have to manage both people. How's that work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another interesting result of the nuke.
All right. Well, if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and jump into this bad boy.
I'm so excited. I mean, Schmoedown has been for everything that's happening right now. It's Schmoedown is totally thriving. I mean, this match is so exciting. Star Wars was incredibly exciting, and we still have yet to see the finals on that. I mean, the final. So yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yep, the intensity has been amazing for this season still.
Yeah, really good.
All right, here we go.
And let us know if you have like if you can't hear it.
Okay. Can I sing along?
We might get kicked off the stream for
how much of this?
Music.
Look,
How much of this can I sing?
Already an ad. Haha, your audio.
All right,
Taco
all right.
Bell.
I'm going to comment on the ad. All right, let's see. What are your guesses for?
Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans, it is the finals for the Inner Geekdom.
I had
tournament.
Cute Baby.
How could you not be excited? I'm excited. The hype
look.
for this match already has been
Ellison's
crazy,
a complete
just the journey
dick.
to get here. I'm Christian Harlow,
He's
joined as always
a
by
human
Mark
bit.
Ellis. Mark, if you would have asked a lot of people about who would be in the finals, I think a good portion of them would have said Mike Kalinowski. I don't know how many of them would have said,
He's having a
he's
good
probably
time
going to
back
be
there.
facing his team partner, Chance Ellison. It's going to be an all Korruption finals.
It's an all
Molly knows
Korruption
exactly
finals.
what kind of video this is.
Wondering why I got
That
so
dog
caught
knows
up
how
in
to
the match.
upstage.
It's not because of the attitude of the
He must have a
competitors going
clicker,
in here. They
and he
seem
says
like they're
upstage, and then he clicks it,
relaxed.
and she gets a treat.
Easy and as free and as loose as I've ever seen either Kalinowski or Ellison going into any match, and that includes exhibitions. But it is a championship match. It's 5 rounds, and Christian.
That's kind of why I had to do my room like dark like this. Otherwise, my cat would be back here like on my bed behind me, just doing cat things, and like nobody would watch me ever again.
She's been known.
Well, make no mistake about it. It's definitely going to be a competitive match.
do like
camera?
What these guys have done. And
Do
just
like
to correct you, my
side
good
bets
friend,
for
on a
like butt
championship match, it
licks
is
and
the
you
finals of the
roll over her back.
championship of the playoffs.
I got she rolls over her back
leading
once,
into
leaves butt
you,
twice.
Who will get a shot at either
$50 to Smales
Kevin
kid picks
Smith
his
or
nose.
Andrew. That match, look at that, coming up really soon here.
Ooh.
Pay-per-view.
Yeah, look at that.
There's our boy.
Or $10 patrons, you're going to get it anyway. So
I mean,
get
it
that
looks
while
just like
can.
you with the hoodie
Look at
on.
that
I mean,
undercard
I gotta.
also. This is
You can understand why we would be confused
Mike
here.
Kalinowski
Didn't occur to me.
looking
Just
get
didn't occur to me.
back
I don't know.
to either
Put a
Smith
hood on
or
Adam
Chandru. I
Witt.
bet you
He
if
looks
had his
just
preference,
like
he'd
the
go out
Winter
and have some
Soldier.
revenge against
I
Smith.
had 2
don't know.
potential outfits. I had the hoodie,
Chance
and I had
Ellison,
exactly
who's
what
now 3-1
Mark's
inside
wearing.
the
Right
Inner Geekdom division, playing against his mentor in Mike Kalinowski.
Which I mean, then you would have looked like
Look at
Smith
those
from
standings
Disney's.
right now. When
I
this all
have
started,
seen you wear
and
that
when the
jacket
Star
before.
Wars tournament started, people were saying,
look
look
at
at
that.
Korruption. They're in the dumps. Nice moves, Shannon. Well, Shannon's got the last laugh because they're only a few points
Look.
out of first
Hey
place.
man, Dungeon
They
is
were in
not
after
far
Star
away
Wars.
from.
They were still
You know,
down because
coming up
Swag had
to
taken
4th or 3rd there.
The lead.
Hey, you're in
over
double
second place.
digits. You're good. It'll
Korruption
go.
Right?
blazing back here.
Oh.
And
Oh,
we
we got singles coming up.
4 points today because
You
one
got
of
singles,
these
you
guys
got
is gonna win.
teams, you got
Mark
Smith
Yeah.
that's going to have the belt at the end of the year. So not only is he going to get some points against Chandru, he's going to get some points at Spectacular too.
Right.
3 points for a fact.
Yeah, no.
I know
And then
Sam's
teams
a
coming up,
little
and
bit
Zipper and I are
losers,
going
but
to take that whole
she's
thing.
concerned about that right now, Christian. I think that this is the exact way. If she could have
You
orchestrated
and
how
Zipper are
the
a
season
team?
unfolds,
You guys in it?
Yeah.
she wouldn't have put a
Yeah.
pandemic on all.
Oh, well, they
What
haven't
she would have
they haven't
done
put
is
together
said, no,
the
y'all count
brackets
out.
yet,
You
but-
have your other factions that you're
If they go to
rooting for,
Dungeon,
like
that's
being
where
in the
they're
league, but
we're
I'm
the
gonna
first
be
team
here
in
when
the
all the
Dungeon.
dust settles.
Oh,
I think
cool.
she's done it
Zipper and
her
I,
way,
yeah.
and it's
Oh, we're
nice.
gonna.
I
We're-
don't know if
we're-
that's
public knowledge yet.
She definitely, like I said, she
Oh,
has the
yeah, it
last
might
laugh.
not be.
And you look at even what Laura
It is
did
now.
in the Star Wars final.
We got
Korruption
the
has been
scoop.
fighting back, and they are very.
I
very
mean,
close to taking over
if
him.
COVID hadn't
Mike
happened, we'd have had a
shot
match for the last
to
4 months.
overthrow
You know,
the,
That's
founding
true.
fathers
We'd have had
and get
regular
their titles
matches.
back.
We were
That's
already
another-
planning.
that would be possibly
that's true.
for both first place and the titles. But
Yeah,
anyway,
Christian,
I
gotta
think
correct
they
you.
were
It was
planning on
actually the
even doing
semifinal.
matches
Okay.
with people who were not drafted.
I like what you did there.
Yeah.
Just saying.
All right.
To the finals, but whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see. This is a
I
big
haven't
build-up
seen an
how we got.
airplane
It was
since
massive.
January.
Chance Ellison taking out the unbeatable
Yeah.
Robert Parker. Never going to happen. Well,
It's
yeah,
a burden
he's
on
gonna Go up
everybody.
against the Finstock Exchange. Well, he did it.
Draft-
Mike
the draft,
Kalinowski,
yeah,
maybe he
Draft
doesn't
and
have it
Awards
in him
was the
anymore.
last
Well,
time we went
he did
anywhere.
it, and he just knocked
That was a
out
fun night.
the Star Wars
yeah.
champion in the last round there too. KO.
Didn't
Yeah, I
serve
miss all these people.
Let's find out exactly how we got here. Here we go.
All right.
In the team tournament, the Ultimate Schmoedown team tournament.
This is great. Look at that.
The
Going
theme
way back.
is anarchy.
Anarchy.
Oh yeah.
Chance Ellison. What the hell is this? Who the hell is
Who?
Chance Ellison?
I always learn something in these montages
we'll get
from
to
the way
him.
back.
We'll get to him.
We have a path in front of us. 2 future champions together. This is our first
Together.
time working together here. We found our strengths, we found our weaknesses. We're going to keep on winning. That's what we're going to do.
Man,
Nice.
the music game is woo.
Eric is so good at these.
Nerd Chronic is
Now
insane.
it's all Korruption finals as we see Chance
So
versus
good.
Mike.
Korruption's ready for a nice little vacation, and we friggin' earned it.
You made it to the finals, man. We're all impressed by what you've been able to do. How do you feel now that you're there?
And how am I feeling? I am ecstatic.
Jesus Christ! I'm taking a nap.
You made me the IC player you see before you today. So nothing but respect. It's really massive versus the presence.
What, when you sit there and talk trash about Chance, one of the best players of the game, the best partner a guy can ask for?
To honor all you fallen players, we promise
What a plot
to
line.
make this match great. We promise from right here. You're welcome.
A toast to those who wish us well, and all the rest, go to hell.
One personality.
This is so epic. Oh my gosh.
So good.
It's not a matter of, oh, this is just going to see where the chips fall. We're going at it, man. I'm giving myself 110%. Chance will. We're going to go at each other's throats.
Mike and I are going to give each other all we can handle because that's what good partners do.
What an epic game. Oh my God. Oh man. The number of plotline ships this is gonna launch here, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The Schmoedown, it winded up and let it go. These plot lines find themselves. It's so great. The basic mechanics of the Schmoedown just finds the ideal plot line every time. It's amazing.
I feel like every time we have a Eric Rodriguez Nerd Chronic promo there, you just got to throw up the, hey, give him the Yodi Award this year.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Why did Yodi used to edit them? I don't know. Is that the
No,
Yodi award?
just because he deserves the award for all of the work that he's put into this
Right.
the product. So
Oh,
Especially with like this season, and we had him on one of these reactions. This is what we were talking about, is that he stepped in, and once all this had to go from the studio to the virtual, he had to step in and really edit like how they do it through StreamYard and whatever. He had to edit all that together. Just absolutely amazing.
yeah. And he had to do that all while also producing 25 Video Drew shows, I think, out of his apartment. She does
Pretty much.
4 shows a day? I think she does 4 shows a day.
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Hard workers, those two.
All right.
I mean, did you expect anything less from Nerd Chronic, Mark? This was
Mm-mm.
absolutely an amazing promo leading up to how we got here between these two teammates. They're excited. They're not talking smack against each other.
What's up, Tyler?
Last time we saw two champions like this go up against each other in a team was JTE versus Snyder back in the singles tournament, I believe, in 2018.
Yeah, with these guys, there's not a friendship on the line here. There's going to be a rivalry maybe that gets born out of this, and we have no idea what's going to happen in seasons down the road. But these guys, I'm willing to bet, Christian, that they studied.
This
for
would be great,
match
like, at the end of
together.
this,
It's just a matter of who got the top
if Team
bunk
Action
when
comes
they
back
went to bed
together.
at night. But I think that this is going to be a
Like out of
right.
nowhere.
We're going to see
Right.
Guy and
right,
Ben
yeah.
are like, oh, okay, let's be a
exchange
team again.
jerseys,
Oh,
and
man.
probably all have whatever
Has nothing to do with this at all.
situation is at Costa, the Kalinowski, and Chance.
Let's Let's bring
Well,
three
you know,
teams back
people have been
together.
asking
The
because this is
action
not-
guys,
these
bring them
digital
back together.
matches
Let's bring
come
the
to
Wildberries
roost.
back together. Let's
When
bring
it
the
came to
movie
live
guys
events and
back
studio
together.
matches, hard for a manager
People love a
to get
reunion.
places at the
That's
same
the thing.
time,
Everyone
talking
keeps
to
harping
their,
about the
opponents,
Wildberries
excuse
being
me, their
broken up,
competitors
but I
at the same
think
time.
like
Well, with
movie
digital and
guys.
the way it works with the 60 seconds, managers can manage.
We try and earn that with
if
our
they
antics.
Wind up in an opportunity like this. So Shannon will be managing.
Y'all didn't get
both
enough time. Y'all had a
competitors
year.
here.
You need
Right.
You
need more time.
in these matches. You can hear what the manager's saying anyway.
Bring Paul
I
into
mean,
it.
the draft
opponent,
is pretty cool, but yeah, it would be
Let's
fun to
have
have a
her in. So,
reunion. at
ladies
some
and
point.
gentlemen, she is the manager of the second place team, the second place faction.
That's why it could have been fun if I was in
Korruption.
singles first round.
There she
Yeah.
is. Oh, well, that doesn't surprise anybody. You look very relaxed there, Shannon. This is you laid back. Not a care in the world, huh?
No, we're drinking painkillers today, by the way. That's what's on
Oh.
the menu. I wanted a Korruption vacation. I wanted this finals more than any of you guys could have imagined. And I gotta say, I don't think that I have seen anything this beautiful since I looked in the mirror this morning.
Look at you. Well, I mean,
Look at you.
It's hard to say
Christian,
anything
look at you.
except I understand because of what you've been doing. People have been talking about you in last place and that you drafted wrong and you didn't
Shannon
do it
has
right. And
really
you
like
said, "Okay,
stepped
nerds,
into the
let's,
like
Oh,
Schmoedown
wow,
and
right.
has just
And
owned it.
Did you know this was going to happen? Be honest. Did you know
Yeah.
this is exactly? Was this the game plan from the start?
Great character.
Absolutely. I knew this was going to happen. I have confidence in my players. Now, here's the thing. I can imagine that most of you losers out there are really, really mad watching this right now because it's not what you wanted. It's not what you wanted to see in your finals. But you know what? You know what I wanted? I wanted Laura in the Star Wars final, and that didn't happen for me. So you guys are going to get what you get, and you're not going to throw a fit.
Christian, I don't know about you. I'm just in
Her logic
awe of
is
that
sound.
drinking apparatus that Shannon is utilizing so splendidly. Shannon, my question is simple. You're managing both competitors. One of them's going to win. One of them's going to lose eventually. Is this the easiest match you've ever had to manage, or is this the hardest match you've ever had to coach?
This has been a blessing. Mike and Chance are ideal partners. They're ideal members of Korruption. They hold, they hold our team's name.
It's going to be a
They're
hell of a
both
match.
dedicated. They're both
This is gonna
working
be
so
really
hard.
good.
They love each other. They have so much respect for each other. We're all on the same page. And I will say, just to
I was gonna
just
say,
to
like, we put
appease
up
everyone's
Chance
peace
on our
of mind
bracket, but
here,
honestly, it really is.
we are on
It's anybody's
vacation.
game
We
at this
earned
point.
this, and we're going to have so much fun with it today. But please don't mistake.
Yeah, I have
that
no idea
for us
who's going
not
to
taking
win,
today's series.
which
I
is
have
fascinating.
coached Chance independently.
Corruption.
I have coached Mike
Corruption,
independently.
right? Exactly.
I have not shared
Wah,
any
Just
of
so-
their details or
Nobody
strategies.
knock each other out. I need the least points to come out of this for
Integrity of the
Korruption
game. You
possible.
guys are in for a
Just
hell of
no
a match.
knockouts.
It's going to be fun, whether we're on vacation or not.
All right. Well, there you go. She is the manager of the winning faction of the tournament. We can say that her faction won the tournament.
Yeah.
We know that is absolutely a fact.
But hey,
the
it's
question
2 or
is,
3 points to
which
Korruption.
member of that faction?
That's it.
will
It's not
be
like, I
facing
mean,
the
so,
champion.
you know, they can both
at
play.
Spectacular. All right,
It's,
Shannon. Well, congratulations and good luck to you.
Is this
They
less
cannot
points
see it.
overall to Korruption
Oops,
than
sorry
if
about
the
that.
two of them
Moving
hadn't
Shannon
been
to
in this
the
final?
waiting
I
room
don't know.
there. Well, you don't want to cut the queen off. You're going to wind up.
No, I wouldn't want any
That's
part
like-
of that. Not even
I
when
could
she's
have
on
sworn
vacation.
there was like a rule created
Mark,
that if it
so
was
Shannon
if it was
is
the
now
same
waiting.
faction in the
Are you ready?
finals like this,
What do you say,
that there were
Muppet?
no
One more
points for
time?
like TKO or KO.
Oh.
I am, yes.
Therefore,
Ladies
not
and
that the
gentlemen,
players would,
it's
but
time
just to
for
keep
the
them from like,
movie
oh, well,
trivia
I'll lose on
Schmoedown.
purpose just so our faction team can get the
Oh,
point.
right. I didn't even think of that.
Which
I
you
got to
have to,
think about cheating. Damn, I got to start thinking more about cheating.
we have to
Korruption.
No one would essentially, but
we have to be on the honor
Three
system here that
wins.
no one's going to actually do
Yeah,
that.
right.
One defeat
Yeah.
in the inner.
Which everybody
Geekdom
in the Schmoedown is
division.
honorable, except Brandon
He
Hanna.
is
Oh,
the
yeah.
former movie trivia Schmoedown.
He's got to go more towards Max Fisher from Rushmore. He is that close to Max Fisher from Rushmore. Like that kind of annoying. I keep posting
Yeah.
pictures of Max Fisher every time he acts out.
Just relax.
you know, I actually hadn't thought of that comparison until now, and then I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
Just that's sort of like that's sort of Nudnik, that lovable Nudnik, you know?
Playing up against your mentor here, and Mike.
Oh, hey, look, Chance got laid before
Is
this.
the relaxation
Nice.
a good or bad?
I see what you did there. I thought you said this was a children's show. Children were watching. How dare you?
Lay. He's got a lay.
Now we're here, so
You have to leave the entendres to just one if the kids are watching.
Well, I mean, Mike's going to come on screen, so I'm pretty sure.
whenever that happens.
Don't
but now
say
it's
it.
a matter of
Never mind.
who gets it. You know, me or the Mike?
Korruption. I
This isn't-
just got it.
I mean, like Shannon
Let's
said, this
not
isn't
go
a
there.
Relax, take it easy. We're not gonna take this seriously kind of match. I'm gonna give Mike all he can handle. Mike's gonna give me all he can handle, and we're gonna put on a great show.
Yeah,
right.
Chance, you're dressed like a funeral and a party city got into a street brawl. Simply as I
Classic.
can put it, has there been any even good-natured
it's a funny man, that Mark
jocularity,
Ellis.
trash talk between you and
He's an
Mike
American
during
treasure.
your world-famous study sessions going into this match?
A little bit. You know, we like to have fun. We like to kid around, but our eyes are on the prize all the time.
Well, that's another question I had there too, because I mean, look, you've been
Hey,
playing
Chris,
with Mike
look, he's
since
using
he
your
started
headphones.
here. He's the only
Shannon
partner
was
that
too.
you know. He's the only faction that you know since he was the first person.
They
you
sound
brought
pretty
to
good.
Y'all all just
to
passing the
the
same
belt. So
headphones around?
you know how
I mean,
much he wants this thing, and not only should you win, would you be taking away that opportunity for him? To
I can't
get a
afford to
third
come into
title?
the
He'd also
22nd
be taking
century
away
yet.
that one win.
you got to
He's
borrow
one
Chance and
victory
Shannon's
away. If
headphones.
he wins today, he will be the only Inner Geekdom competitor in the history
Well,
of
this
the
thing
division.
sounds great, but it looks
10
ridiculous.
matches in Inner Geekdom.
Oh, yeah, the snowball.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
look, this is,
It sounds great.
Look, you can get
Yeah.
big.
No, that's a great
I mean,
microphone
a
for
little
anyone who's wanting to like.
Mike, but
Great for the
I mean,
price
if
of them.
I fall on the
Fantastic
They're like
microphone.
$65 for this kind of resonance and
I'll give him
everything.
a break.
Yeah, it's
Channing,
pretty
I'll
good.
give him a break. So I shouldn't either. So Mike knows he has to earn this. He knew he had to earn this regardless of who he was facing. It just so happens to be me. So here we are.
Tyler's
All right,
talking
well,
Latin in the
We're
chat.
going to put you in the waiting room there as we introduce your
Oh, here
partner.
comes an
Good luck
ad.
to you.
What's it going to be an ad for?
I had testosterone.
I mean, you
Is
were
it close?
close. I mean, I'll
Challenge?
give you the win on that.
I mean, I kind of don't want to skip it right now.
I know.
Sorry, I had testosterone. Is that challengeable or?
We'll let it go.
And
We'll accept
His
that.
opponent
It's also from Korruption.
and
representing
From Korruption.
Corruption
Again.
with a record of 9 wins, 4 defeats.
I am locking in my prediction for the next ad. By the way,
Is the former
please lock yours in.
Are we going to have one?
and the former.
That's true. I don't know. Would there be one after this?
Typically, all the ads are like right at the very beginning.
Are they? Yeah.
Can't
That's
really
good.
tell.
There's a chance for maybe one more, but
Chance. There's an opportunity.
Next time,
To no one's surprise,
Look at this
you're
fool.
also-
Look at this fool.
make that a bit for your show. The next guest, you got to lock in your prediction for the ad.
I'm having the time of my life right now here, my friends. The time of my life.
Well, let me ask you.
Yeah, that's all.
You're playing Chance.
Hey, you know, I think I'm definitely going to go with Chance because Mike looks like he is exhausted from solving crimes in Hawaii.
You taught him everything that you wanted him to know until it was time for him to know some other stuff that he might not know.
He's got that Don Johnson look to him.
Yeah, his fellow pals on the Riptide crew.
That's how I feel right now. Because people like Roxy.
4
wasn't even
people got that reference.
last week. She was just like,
Yeah.
"You're
That
not
was
going to be happy for him."
or
You know,
the
Should have went Magnum PI. Would have been too easy.
what I'm happy for is the fact that this kid. You know, I see.
You would have
I
had
see
to make
people
mention of to like the
some-
glorious mustache.
I see a man that
True.
came into a 5-way Inner Geekdom, did well, but didn't get that brass ring.
Mike's turning into a.
I know what that's like.
He's getting a
I know
little
what
bit
it's
of the
like for him
silver
to
there.
climb his way back.
Getting some
to
silver
face
there.
Someone that
He's turning into Reed Richard.
No one thought he could beat.
He's going to have to catch up.
He do. He won. I know he's hungry.
You and Mike, the Silver Foxes.
I'm in a phenomenal position. I'm on the top of the world right now.
There's a future team.
Yeah.
The
Mike,
Silver
it seems like
Foxes.
you have a
I don't like
plan.
that
I'll
idea.
Remind you that shuffleboard
Right?
is on the main deck at 8 p.m. But
Does anybody else in Schmoedown have gray hair? I think I'm the only one.
today,
Alonso.
for this match,
Alonso.
Yes.
you and Chance.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I think McQueenie was great too.
Was there any sort of prep
I
for
don't
the
know if he
new
really
speed
counts anymore.
round between the two
No,
competitors?
McQueenie's out.
You know, it's kind of hard to prep for a speed round like that. Before we used to do for our teams matches, we would get the buzzers beforehand and we would practice. This is a matter. It's a different ball game.
Oh yeah, it's a
I'm kinda
5-rounder too.
Seeing the Star Wars match, I
Oh,
actually
right.
like this.
So it'd be a better betting round and the speed round.
Come
They're gonna
back
have to do that. new
So for speed round, do we just pause
10 for 10. You know,
and say your answer and then play?
not a matter of
Usually when we'll react to, we'll just try to like quickly
that
just
happens. So it's
Try to
equally
keep up
get it out.
Yeah,
I'm
see what we
excited
can
to
do.
try it out.
See if we can beat them.
Well, Mike, I mean,
Yes.
I had asked the same thing to Chance here. You are a win away from being the only Intergeekdom competitor to have 10 victories inside of this division.
Yeah.
You chose to step back from playing Chandru. It was the right decision. You're obviously in the finals.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, it's the right decision. We were at the you said it earlier in the pre-show.
Wait, he was supposed to play
We were
Chandru?
at the bottom. We were dead last.
There was
Where
something
are we
about
now?
that, like he was supposed
We're
to play
neck and neck-
Chandru for some
neck and
reason.
neck with number
Was
one.
Chandru in this tournament?
Regardless of who wins this one, we're
No,
getting
because he's the number one contender.
It was
Yeah.
incredibly
I think
smart.
Chandru had a number one contender spot before the pandemic.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, Mike, yeah, go ahead.
I don't mean to say this because you said, I didn't know that about 10 wins because I don't play that. I don't do the numbers thing, the numbers game.
Some of
My
it had to
numbers come up each
change. Like
match. If we look
Mike
at
was
matches,
supposed to go up against
it's down
Andrew
my
Guy.
ridiculous.
I believe that was supposed to be in
If I could
Houston.
If I could just say,
Oh,
one-
right. That
I'm
was
gonna say this right now.
That was when it was
Which-
canceled, right?
We talked
Yeah,
about the greatest team.
which we're 3 hours away from Houston.
Are without a
Would have loved to have gone to that.
greatest team that have ever been together. Let me tell
That
you,
close. Hey, I would love to have been in free for all. That was the real pisser.
better.
Ooh.
That,
We
that
talked about their great
right
records
is.
they played.
I mean, we were all about
Oh,
to
yeah.
go do free for all when
don't-
they get shut down.
they were
And
playing
free for all is
together? I don't
such a
think so.
blast.
Yeah.
The Shire Wolves, I'll give them that. They were
Which
phenomenal.
is why
we
the
were
movie
looking
guys did the free for all, but with Star Wars action figures. Free for all 3.5.
Look how much
That was
better I-
hilarious.
That was fantastic.
Look how much better chance has gotten with me as his partner. That's why we're the best team this league has ever seen.
All right. Well, with that, we're gonna put the
You're high up there, but
champ looking for his third
Yeah,
shot.
down the-
Paul and I just got started, but all right, I'll let him have that one.
Bring back chance, and there is Mike together. Finals of the IG.
Look at this drama. Schmoedown just creates
Round
drama.
one.
It's nuts.
Round number one in this.
Dude, just drop that bath bomb in
final
there.
of the playoff format.
Ooh,
We're
I have
that's
diapers.
championship.
Diapers.
match. Number one, we feel like anything.
We're not going to get a commercial.
10 different corners of Schmoedown at know-how. Each question's for the point. No penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing.
So,
in round at number
have
one.
you guys ever heard the
Last
rules for this
question,
game?
You have 15 seconds to answer. How do you
Yeah,
answer?
10 questions at random categories given to all competitors. Competitors have 15 seconds to write their answer. Answer must be allowed revealing the response. All questions worth 1 point. Perfect round. Trickers a 1 point. Bonus question.
3 usages of the
JT rule.
throughout the duration of
Jete.
the 5-round match. If you're not sure you
What
heard
I
it,
like is
it,
anyone who's joining us now who didn't watch the beginning, they're like, wait,
and each
where's
competitor
Smets at?
has
Got him.
Sorry to disappoint. I'm going to change my name to Sorry to Disappoint.
All right, Mark has
In
read
case
the
for
rules.
anybody coming in late.
So now we start with Mike Kalinowski. Are you ready?
Pulled a
Of
fast
course
one
I'm
on you.
ready. Let's have some fun here.
Chance, are you ready?
Mike, let's give him a show. Let's go. Let's get
You
it.
got it, buddy.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Come
All
on.
right, number
You
one.
guys be enemies at the end of this. That's all I'm
Round of
voting
the MCU. In Avengers Age of Ultron, what is the name of the mobile service module designed by Tony and
Oh,
Bruce
no.
to respond to a Hulk rampage?
Great question.
Christian bold statement by Mike
Oh.
about the best team of all time. Does nobody remember the run that you and I went on back in the 70s?
We were the first. The first 5, 4,
And the best.
3,
Got it.
2, 1.
think I have it.
And we start with Mike.
Woo.
Veronica.
And Chance.
Veronica.
1-1.
Gloria.
Veronica.
Oh, you guys.
It's in the world of Star
Oh man, I
Wars.
barely got
Should I
that.
say
A female name from
galaxy?
Archie.
Your question, gentlemen, is from episode 7, The Force Awakens.
Masterpiece.
Here you go, Adam.
Who says to Kylo Ren, I won't have you question my methods?
In The Force Awakens.
It's a good
And
query
Force
there.
Awakens.
Writers are feeling it, just like the competitors.
If I'm
No
not
bird
mistaken,
calls this time around,
I
though.
feel like there's only 2
5.
possible choices.
Only 2
Four.
possible
Yeah.
choices.
3.
And
Two.
probably more one than the other.
And
Yeah.
Chance.
You know what, Mark? Bird, call all you want. General Hux.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, I put Snoke.
I
Oh,
put Snoke also.
Yeah.
well, that was the other option.
1 point.
Kalinowski, you suck.
Middle Earth. In The Return of the King, at the end of the film, Frodo, Gandalf, and Bilbo,
Spoilers.
among others, board a ship headed
Oh,
to
crap.
what destination?
Oh.
I think I liked it better when I was known for Dragon Calls.
Well, luckily I know a few words. They're in this movie, so I'm going to write one down.
You see, I can just laugh at these. I'm like some competitors. With
5,
all their heads.
Jeez.
4, 3,
I might be
2,
right, but this is a
1.
stretch.
Pens
Oh, I'm definitely right.
down, please, and we start with Mike.
Ooh, I'm guessing this one. Is it the Undying Lands?
Yes, and Chance.
The Undying Lands.
Okay, so
The
I said they
Shire is a word they use.
I said they went from Middle Earth to Top Earth.
That's close to what I said. I said
Chance Ellison with 1 point
Death
lead
Town.
over his partner. Mike Knowles.
Okay.
Very close. guys.
Undying Lands. I mean, it's close.
Look, you guys clearly do know the movie.
I mean, obviously.
yeah.
Your next
I've seen
category,
it.
gentlemen, is in the world of DC movies. Just like that picture. Your question: who directed the 2011 DC film Green Lantern?
Why is it I know his name for like any other time except now?
Yeah.
I like
Right.
the trailer.
I know.
Right.
I can name every
I'm the
movie he
guy.
directed.
I'm the guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was that color.
Yeah.
You're the one.
The plain ass
4,
name.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1. Pens down, please, and Chance.
Cannot believe this. Martin Campbell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Martin Campbell.
And Kalinowski.
I knew it was
also.
Mark. I was like, Mark,
Now
Mark,
4-3 is
Mark.
Goldeneye, Marcus Zorro,
Yeah.
Casino Royale. And that's it.
20 seconds to answer this
Maybe.
question, gentlemen.
I knew his name too.
In X-Men Apocalypse, name 2 of the mutants
Oh.
that Apocalypse takes
All
under
right.
his wing in the film's present day as his 4 horsemen.
All right. That's an easy one. There's a nice one.
That's a spicy one. I was liking Apocalypse for a while too, and then
Yeah, I like.
Yep,
I'm
I'm
going to
over-
overachieve.
I'm an overachiever as well. I got all 4.
You like Green Lantern, I didn't mind that one as much.
I think it became a Leno. Like
All right. I'll write a few more.
5,
Um,
4,
I'm forgetting one.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Mike Kalinowski
Storm, Angel, Psylocke, and Magneto.
He's
All
overachieving.
right, Mike.
and Chance.
Okay, I misspelled Psylocke, but Psylocke and Storm.
Wow. What? Wait.
We'll give you that. That's fine.
Psylocke?
Buddy.
Angel, Storm, Magneto,
That's fine.
Psylocke.
I don't know
The,
why.
the
Storm
spelling,
Magneto,
th-
Angel
the
Psylocke.
spelling thing is so weird. He wrote Psylocke. You know what the wrong answer is? Professor
I'll give it
X.
to you.
That's a wrong answer. Psylocke is not a wrong answer.
The,
I'll
was
give
the
it to
title.
you. Of course
All
you
right,
will.
let's
That's the right answer.
Kylo.
yeah, but
Kailaki.
we got it. All right, next
That's so weird.
next question here, Mark. is,
Hashtag Kailaki.
that's right. Number 6 is
love
in the wizarding world of Harry Potter.
Also an
where
Italian
they
dessert.
Do penalize for spelling it. There.
Sounds
Good question.
delicious.
In Harry
It's
Potter,
administered by rubbing it on your face.
what is the name given to someone that can communicate with snakes?
Oh boy,
Hey, guess
Creepy.
what? I don't know anything from Harry Potter, so
I'm so bad at Harry Potter.
Yeah, Christian, I think
It's definitely my weakness in this one.
Psylocke spelling past.
And yet I've heard this one-
Tyrannosaurus exit.
Pretty close.
Okay, don't go that far.
4,
Don't do it like that.
2, 1. Pens down, please. Chance.
Parcel tongue.
That is not correct. Mike.
Oh,
You're right. I didn't get to change it, but I put parcel tongue as well. It's parcel mouth.
Parcel
It's
mouth.
partial mouth. It's
Slytherin.
Damn it.
yeah, I had Snake and Dundrum.
both
not
missed.
Indiana.
Not Indiana Jones.
4
That's the most correct answer of all 3 of us.
doesn't get the perfect round. It's a 1 point game here. Next question.
So they both missed that one.
question.
Yeah.
Star Trek.
No
Be
perfect round.
interesting.
The next question.
Fascinating.
Who composed the score for Star Trek 2009?
I think I actually know this.
And
Yeah, of course. Every question of who composed in the Schmoedown is this answer.
That we get to save one question.
Oh, they like that, but they also like that.
They're going to shorten the question to who composed, and it'll always be this guy.
3, 2, 1. Pens down,
I
Mike.
can't remember.
Michael Giacchino.
Yes, and Chance.
I was
golfer.
going to put him too.
Yes.
Okay.
Goodbye.
So
What is the
Michael
last
Giacchino
composer
now.
question that wasn't Michael
It is
Giacchino?
still- it is
That's
6
why I
points.
was going to put him, but I was trying to second guess
Next
myself. I was like,
question, Mark,
The drink from
The
Starbucks.
guy's only done like 20 some films, but every question
That's
they ask
right.
is
And it's in
Giacchino.
category
is
of
Michael Giacchino. Yeah.
EU
I ordered that from
and
Starbucks.
Question.
Michael
Nice.
At the end of
I'll take the
Birds of
Giacchino.
Prey, there is an audio-only message from
Wow.
Harley Quinn where she is about to reveal a huge secret about whom.
Nice question. Oh,
I don't remember.
I've been
I
saying
got
that most
this.
recently. Christian, you ever do that? You hit the audio thing and then you just
I feel like
well, who has a huge secret in the
I feel like
DCU?
this again is like one of 2 choices.
3,
Yeah.
2,
Well, it's one of 2 choices. True. Mine's challengeable.
and Chance.
Batman.
Yes, and Mike.
Well, I was with Batman because she was revealing he's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, yeah. That's the 2 answers.
Yeah.
Batman, Bruce Wayne. That
Batman.
is,
We all know Batman is Bruce Wayne.
Do I want to challenge it? No, I'm good.
I didn't know if Mike was challenging it. All right. Okay.
Man, I'm going to challenge my own
Ooh,
question.
I didn't know if you were challenging because
corruption on corruption
No, I was
challenge.
just-
That would be good.
Batman.
Who would
is-
cor-
we're gonna say Bruce Wayne.
Who would challenge an answer that they got correct and got points for? Who would do that?
9. Heroes and villains
I know one person.
Samuel L. Jackson.
He was insane.
Goes by the name of Mr. Glass in 2000's Unbreakable.
Nice.
No.
His real name.
Right. Great question. Great question. I love this question.
Yes.
I know.
Do I need his last name?
And
Glass?
5, 4,
kidding.
3, 2,
It's Mr.
1.
Glass.
Hands down, Mike.
Elijah Price.
Dang
Chance?
it.
That's
You're
right.
welcome, by the way, Elijah Price.
Price.
But I don't feel like I'm
There you go.
wrong.
So
I put Samuel L.
8-7.
Jackson.
So final question in round number
definitely
1.
his real name.
Mixed bag one.
That is not his secret identity. That's his identity.
Another level of nerddom. We might have to start calling this division.
Basically, what we're trying to prove is that the Cinefanatics will never be in an IG teams match.
Not for
You're
a while.
about to prove that I'm not going to be in one either.
In the film
Not for a while.
300 Rise of an Empire,
Who watched
what was
that?
the name of the God King Xerxes' father?
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and put my whiteboard down over here because I won't need it for another couple of rounds.
Right back.
5, 4,
It was nice holding that whiteboard while I could.
1. Hands
Man.
down, please. And we start with
It hadn't
Chance.
seen any love in a week.
I got it.
Deuce?
No. And
Lord
Mike?
stupendous.
Patreon?
No.
Or also the name of the lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish, Darius.
There it is. So
Oh,
Darius
that's
Rucker?
my dad's name.
Darius Rucker was in. Okay.
Mark with the reference.
We missed the
Hey,
opportunity.
he only wants to be with you. I mean,
I want to
and
be
hold,
with
and
you.
hold, and hold your hand.
End of round number 1.
So
Nobody
good.
perfect, but it's still a 1-point game. They both missed 2 of the same
Don't
questions.
ask me any questions
But
I'm
mine
going
from
to
is
reach to the
just
screen and
that
tell
one.
Mark I appreciated that joke because I don't think he realized he didn't get much
Round
respect there.
number 2. Mark, how's that go?
That's right, Christian. These guys can barely get anything right, it seems. So
That's
let's
great,
get
Christian.
up in round number 2 with the wheel round, the wheel
With
of
the
destiny,
wheel
justice,
round.
and
Wheel
your
round.
fate.
Which
You're
round?
gonna spin that wheel.
Yeah.
Each
so-
competitor spins the category wheel.
Category, you're gonna hear 5
spin once.
questions from said genre of inner geekdom.
Guess who hasn't
know-how.
seen
Each
300
question
Rise
is
of the
2
Empire?
points. No penalty for missing a question.
America.
However, stealing is available.
Yeah.
in round number 2. So if you're not
Everybody
sure-
but Kevin Smets and these two.
These guys.
Robert Parker, Kevin Smets, and these two people. The rest of the country, I'm pretty sure is open season on that one.
Christian, they both.
What was that joke made on that other stream that one time? It was like, why John Carter?
All right. Shannon, you have 60 seconds to talk to
So
me.
why is Prince of Persia? That was
Why
it.
is Prince?
Why
That's
is
it. That's what I
Hey,
said.
buddy.
Yeah.
I remember
Why
when
is 300
said
Rise
that
of the
you would
Empire?
never beat Parker.
why is 300 Rise of the Empire?
Oh yeah, those were simpler times. Everyone was so naive.
Sorry, I just needed.
They
to
really don't
remind
need to have
everyone
Mike on the
that
screen for
you're
this?
in the finals because you're friggin' awesome.
Well, she's coaching
How you doing?
Chance
That was
right
a great
now.
round, man.
Like 300 Rise of an Empire.
Look, I'm gonna predict their strategy here. She's gonna have him spin the wheel.
You're up by. We're good to go. You're spinning first on this round, I'm assuming.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
The movie is Midquill.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, now
It's
I know
a
this movie is a
midquill.
mid. Yeah, because of the what movie is a prequel, sequel, and midquel.
Right. Prequel,
Question.
sequel, and Paul Preston said once a freaky dequel when it's a prequel and a sequel.
What was that?
A freaky dequel.
Get caught in the
There's that joke that Garth made
Star
last
Trek.
time. It's
So
either a
60 seconds
dayquil or a
to talk
nyquil or a
about it.
midquil.
That is a midquill.
So
I know you're feeling about it too. What do you want to do? You want
yeah,
to
Oh,
try to
let's
spin it.
spin again. Spin
Spin
again.
it.
Oh,
All right, here's
Star
the-
Trek is nice.
One,
Star
fun
Wars.
one.
Star Wars. I'm gonna play along with Star Wars, so I look like a genius for a second.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wheel is fun. I like that.
Yeah,
So
because
Star Wars
we
is
thought
small,
we
like-
knew Star Wars,
I believe in you.
and the Schmoedown has proved us wrong.
All right.
Schmoedown's proven me
Oh.
wrong.
All right, you see it is going to drop out Shannon
Yeah.
here.
All right,
Yeah,
so when
but
do we go to the second bracket
at-
here? So we
All
play
your
as
rules
both
up.
people as the
Take your
second
time.
round here.
Choice is available. Don't be afraid to use it.
At least you went into the Star
All right,
Wars like
and,
league.
Mike. All right, Mike.
I went to
I
that.
tried.
Nope. No
Five
thanks.
questions here in the realm of
Best compliment I got is
Oh,
the
DC,
match
okay.
with me and
DC,
Sean.
you ready?
Kalinowski went in to watch that match to see if he would wanted to
question.
join Star Wars, and he told me afterwards. He goes, "I watched 5 minutes of that." So I was like,
Bruce
"Never
Wayne
mind."
has 2 motorcycles of the same kind that impressed Dick Grayson. By what
Oh.
name?
Ah, awesome!
Oh.
Whiskey and Lulu.
No.
Oh,
What was
It's a
the
night
na-
Eagle, a
Is
night
it A, Vincent Black Knight,
Vincent Black
B,
Knight.
Trump Bonneville,
Oh.
C, Kawasaki Ninja,
Yeah.
or D, Harley
Yeah.
Davidson?
I was giving
Yeah.
them the names of Schwarzenegger's donkeys.
No.
A, Vincent Black Knight is correct. 1 point. For
It's
Chance
whiskey
He's
Ellis.
like, he's like, you've got 2 of them.
Question
Like,
two.
this one needs repair.
V
One
for
could keep it
Vendetta.
if they.
V refers to his home. By what name?
His home.
Just watch this too.
Well, you should know this.
Is it A, Shadow Suite, B, Monte Manor, C,
Cristo
Shadow
Manor?
Gallery, D, Cristo Manor?
Shadow Gallery.
Shadow Gallery.
Shadow Gallery for 1 point is
Yeah.
correct.
Wow.
That just pops out from the
I'm-
comic.
I'm waiting until
Superman
November to watch that again.
What does General Zod mistakenly
Houston.
call Earth when
Houston!
he first arrived on the planet?
So this is
Planet
Planet Houston.
For 2 points, Chance Ellison.
Strange surface.
Houston. Freaking
Question
Terrence
4.
Stamp.
Terrence Stamp. God,
In
love
the
him.
Lego Batman movie, it opens with a quote from what musician that Batman takes credit for?
David Bowie.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it was David Bowie.
More points.
Yeah, what was it?
I didn't hear. We
I
were
didn't know the
talking.
answer. Oh, well.
Michael
He
Jackson.
directed 1984's Supergirl.
Was it Richard Lester?
Jeannot Zwark.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Along these lines, like
Jeannot Zwark. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give
Director
it to
of Jaws
you.
3.
That's fine.
Wow,
Jeanette's
really?
correct. 2 points for Chance
Dang,
Ellison.
that's a
So
pull
Chance
right there.
Ellison-
That's a real pull.
How do
That's-
you know
16
that?
points, and Mike
We'll talk
Conrad.
later.
Why
That's
do you
it.
know
I got an
that?
interesting whole story about that one.
Chance
Okay.
Ellison,
I mean, we could pause if you want
Because
to
he
know it.
directed Jaws 3
Here to talk to
and
Mike
Supergirl,
starting-
and it's like, and then nothing else.
I'm
Who
feeling
is this
good.
guy?
Yeah, those first two, the Star Wars and the
That's
Potter.
weird.
Between the two, I didn't want to use a JT to erase my board.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
You know,
That's what's so exciting here.
Okay, okay.
So-
I recognize the name. I just didn't
Take
know.
us on
Like, I
one.
didn't recognize it from hearing it pronounced.
Yeah, once you see that, you're like, what is that word that just came up?
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, Jaws 3 and a Superman, two series.
Round 2, he'll have a 1 point lead going into the next round.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeannot
I don't know what
Zwark.
we're gonna get here.
I've made
It's
Jeannot
gonna
Zwark
happen
jokes for
category.
years.
Middle Earth. right, 60
Back when
seconds.
Paul and I didn't have the Schmoedown to get those jokes.
Okay, we're gonna go a few. We'll go better. Yeah, let's try again.
Yeah.
Try
Yeah,
again.
Star
All
Wars.
right, let's keep spinning away. Whatever you get
Oh,
here.
Star Wars
Mike,
not even on
take
there?
Dude, if he gets DCEU,
Oh, it is. I see it.
Round and round it goes. Chance left Star Trek out there.
Oh,
Possibly for Mike.
Well,
MCU.
I'll take MCU.
Okay.
Mike sees himself with the MCU. We're going to drop out Shannon here.
These should be some questions that we can answer.
Mike. All right, Mike, you're going to get
You would think.
5 questions in
Dummy
the realm
and you.
of the
Yeah.
MCU. All right, Mark.
All right, Mike. This is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In case you didn't know what those stood for. Your question.
That is Cinematic Universe, populated by Marvel.
Which Guardians of the Galaxy character has been charged with illegal manipulation of a Gramosian Duchess?
Star-Lord?
Rocket.
It was in the lineup. Star-Lord or Rocket, yeah.
5.
Yeah.
4.
Oh,
Star-Lord.
awesome. Star-Lord.
It maybe was a guess, Christian, but he got 2 points for
Yeah.
it.
That's right.
Nice guess.
All right, so question number 1.
You
Mike,
see him as like a
that's correct.
womanizer.
Question 2, Mark.
Right,
And
exactly.
that question, in Iron Man, Tony Stark sarcastically guesses what college Christine Everhart went to. She informs
Brown.
him she
Brown,
actually
yeah.
went where?
Oh,
Berkeley.
That is incorrect for a
Yeah,
2
Miss
point
Brown?
steal.
Brown.
Chance, the question.
You're on
She
the
did-
right- You're on. That's all.
In Iron Man,
She did
Tony
actually
Stark
go to Brown.
sarcastically guesses what college Christine Everhart went to. She informs him she actually went where?
You're gonna kick yourself, Mike, because he guessed Berkeley, but she went to Brown.
oh,
That is
Okay.
correct. It's an Ivy League school.
Big steal there by Chance Ellison.
Jeez. Look at
Question
that.
number 3.
This is a good game.
All right, Mike.
Yeah.
you
Rebound
get
against
2 points for Sam Brown there?
in Captain America: The First Avenger.
Yeah, he didn't go to
Who
multiple choice.
Killed Steve Rogers' father was
Father.
what?
Ooh. Yeah, these Marvel questions are getting deeper.
Yeah.
What killed Steve Rogers'
A war.
father?
Multiple choice.
A gun.
Is it A, polio,
Polio.
tuberculosis, C, mustard gas, or
Polio.
D,
Polio.
mugging?
Mustard gas.
Delicious moutard, but not in gas form. That is a point for you.
Oh,
Oh.
That was question.
that's
All right. So I'm watching Captain America First Avenger tonight as I go to bed.
yeah.
So
What
good.
is the model number of
Amazing.
the suit that
Yeah.
Tony deploys while falling from Stark's tower?
Oh no,
with
47.
Mark 7.
Mark
It's
7.
the Mark. It's the Mark 7.
I thought he was at like 47
No.
Oh,
or 46.
Not
I have-
then.
it's the Mark 7.
I'm Mark 2, and we're stopping there.
I
but
have
yes,
the hot. I have the
Mark
Hot
7
Toys
is
figure
correct.
right up here on the shelf.
All
All
right.
It's the Mark
here's
7.
the final
Man, Mark
question
7.
in this round to get himself within 4 of Chance.
That's right, Mike, for 2 points. What title does Irani Rail, the leader of the Nova Corps, have in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Nova Prime.
Oh yeah,
it is Nova Prime, and Christian. We got
So I got thrown off there.
See, there's the benefit of being in the studio and not seeing the question posted in front of you.
Very true.
Where you're just hearing it. Yeah.
To round number 3, the betting.
Yeah,
round.
usually it's an advantage to be able to read it faster than them so that we can answer as fast as they might.
What
But
they're doing right now, but I know that we can place a
Eric,
wager
the
right
promo
here in this
more
round.
than makes
It's
up for
the
it. You're
red
good.
round.
Don't worry
What's
about
gonna
it.
Oh yeah.
please. Oh my God. None of this should be possible anyway. This is all magic here. Look, I'm an old guy. What we're doing right now, they created a show, put it on the internet, they sent it to Nerd Chronic, he added that thing to it, put it out there, the whole thing looks like this, and now we're here live on the internet. None of this should exist. You did a great job, Nerd Chronic. Don't worry about that.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
None of this should even exist.
Here's the rub. If you get the question right, you gain that many points. If
You're like, I wasn't supposed to be here today, clerks.
That many points.
Not an IG movie.
Because Chance is in the lead.
That's our
we are
pattern.
going to bring that wheel up, Chance, and here it is. Here's the spin. Oh, perfect.
I could totally put Kevin Smith on the wheel. That would be fun.
With Kevin Smith.
How do you think you would do if you were playing Silverstream in a Kevin Smith exhibition match?
Whatever you want, yes.
Oh, I'd love to watch him play Silverstream. That would be amazing.
But do you think you could play Silverstream at that?
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun if I actually studied. I mean, just playing in the studio, I'm pretty good.
So Chance spun opponent's choice for the. I believe this is the betting round.
Yeah.
Okay. Betting
So
round.
Mike just chose Star Trek for everybody.
Oh,
that's gonna be fun.
4 points.
I only had 3 points, so
Now, question will be read from the realm of Star Trek. Here you go. What is the name of the Vulcan term for Spock's living spirit, which he transferred to McCoy before dying at the end of Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan?
Oh, I know this.
And Christian will point out the
I remember that happening. I don't remember what it was called.
Ah, what is that called?
Competitor.
I am not betting points because I'm not going to answer.
No, I would have said 0 anyway.
5, 4.
What is that called, though?
2.
Oh,
Hands down.
great
Start
nerd question.
it. Mike,
Yeah.
how many points did you bet?
I bet 3 points.
Ooh.
3.
Oh,
You
He's been studying Star Trek recently.
yeah.
I have to write the points on my board. I don't know if we need to do that for you guys. Do you want us to do that too?
No. Okay. What was it?
I did 3 points.
Okay, 3. And you said?
I said it's his Katra.
And how many points?
I had inside a caution, so I went 1.
And you got?
Gotcha.
Nice.
1 point. It's 3.
What? What? Look, I needed to throw something on. They needed a photo. It's just lying around. It's convenient. You know this. Sure, it's menacing. Sure, it's your character. It's also very convenient.
Questions are going to be asked.
Want me to do the laundry before I take my photo for the Cinefanatics? Come on, Kevin.
Times. One competitor is
Smets,
gonna
welcome to the stream, brother.
60 seconds on the clock. Once that clock starts, they're going to have as many questions answered as humanly possible. Each question is worth
That's hilarious.
1 point. If you get it right, you get a point. If you miss a
In
question,
round 4, we're
you
doing
lose a
craziness
point. There is a
because
third
we're
option. If you hear
virtual.
a question, you don't know the answer, or you can't conjure it in that moment. Just say.
Why is like
pass,
every voice
and
I
we'll
do
move
now
on to the
my
next question.
Sounds like your demon bear.
My demon bear
After
voice
Christian
from
has
the
read
stream the
initial
other night.
10 questions. We'll go back to any questions that were passed.
Do you have a
and
demon
you'll-
bear character?
We
I
had-
insist you
we-
do the rest of this in that voice.
We had, yeah.
And so on.
We
And
had
so-
our regular stream Tuesday nights, the tagline at Tuesday 9:30 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, I love the name
we
of
were
that.
talking about-
Is now
We were talking about New Mutants and the trailer that just came out, and in reference to Demon Bear, and so he started doing this voice as like the Demon Bear. And we're like, dude, this sounds like Casey Kasem, like a really harsh
I'm
Casey
gonna
Kasem voice.
It's America's Top 40 with Demon Bear.
Now I'm gonna come haunt your dreams and kill you.
I'm gonna take out all these New Mutants.
I'm just gonna work my way down your throat and come up as some sort of vomitous mass.
I'm made of CGI.
Ponderous.
in
Ponderous.
the window first, or if he'd like to defer to his study buddy,
Two?
Mike.
You ever heard that freak out, Casey Kasem freak out tape?
Yes. Yeah, I was making reference to that. I was like, man, that was funny.
Have you ever Saturday at 2? 2?
All right, so
Just leave it outside my dungeon so when it's done. It's cold in. Probably because I'm watching Bulletproof Monk again.
He has an insane knowledge of Bulletproof Monk.
I mean, I would say go first. You got a 2-point
Thank you,
lead.
Smets. Thank you for
Thanks,
dropping
Kevin.
by.
Nice.
There's
Good to
not
see you
much
again.
about it. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
Yeah, it sounds good to me. I'm gonna go first.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Good.
All right, Shannon, you can stay in the room. Remember, you have to have your hands just like that. Because if you lower your hands at all during this, then chance will be deducted 1
It's good to
point.
see you too,
All right,
Smets.
so
we're
drop
looking
Mike
forward to seeing who's
out
going to
of
take
the
you on
room
for that belt
entirely.
because
Waiting for the production team
you
to
know,
do that, and then we'll begin
not gonna be
the
changer.
round and drop Shannon out also.
You know, for a second there, when we bring up his comment, though, it does look like Smets is in the window down here.
Yeah, it's true. The second trick.
Film released in Phase 3 of the MCU.
Iron Man 2.
In the Chamber of Secrets, what is the name of Dumbledore's Phoenix?
Clarence. I don't know.
At what speed will the DeLorean time travel in Back to the Future?
88 miles per hour.
88.
Who directed Men in Black?
Who cares?
In what
Sonnenfeld, yeah.
Sonnenfeld.
Domestically.
1981.
4.
Or 80.
Ellison Sudai plays which character in the Fantastic Beasts films?
No clue.
Queenie.
What is the first MCU film to refer to Thanos as the Mad Titan?
Infinity War.
Pass.
Who
Guardians of the
plays
Galaxy?
David Dunn in
Probably
Unbreakable?
Guardians?
Bruce Willis.
No?
Oh,
Who plays Black Mask in Birds of Prey?
Hugh McGregor.
Hugh McGregor.
McGregor.
How many times did Hugh Jackman play Wolverine?
A crap ton.
7.
9.
I'm not wrong.
Pass.
What
Hi, Kevin.
is the first MCU
I hope he's still there.
refer to Thanos as the Mad Titan?
Might be an inside joke there.
Okay. How many films did Hugh Jackman play Wolverine? That's it. Okay. All right. Thank you. Dropping you out there.
Jeez.
All right. So
You
Chance
still watching, Kevin?
has gone. And now Mike Kalinowski will be brought in.
Yeah. Kind of
All
curious
right,
to see
so Mike, you got 60.
Yes.
how many of those
to talk
Smets got right
to
there.
Shannon here first.
Right off the bat.
Starting now. Go ahead.
All.
All of
All
them.
right. Clear your mind.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
10. You got 60 seconds. You
Yep.
know to pass if you're not sure of it within 2 seconds. Chance did his thing. It's your turn to do your thing. Anything you got?
No, I'm feeling great. Star Trek was a great pull.
Great.
Yeah,
All right.
Yep.
feeling great.
Good
We're giving a great match.
All right. Cool. All right. Here we go. So
Still
we're gonna
anybody's
drop
game.
Shannon out.
Jeez.
Mike,
Turn you up a little bit here. So I can
So,
hear
Mike, you're going to see the clock, Mike, on the top here.
Okay.
Begin once I start asking the question. Understood?
Yeah.
You can
How great is this? This is so great.
After I complete asking the first question, that is when it will start.
you. Okay,
Are you ready?
let's do it.
Because this is where
There you go.
Kalinowski could actually take the lead back.
What film
Yeah.
is the second film
Or
released in Phase
at
3
least
of the
tie it.
MCU?
Doctor Strange.
In the
Oh,
Chamber of
okay.
Secrets, what is the name of Dumbledore's Phoenix?
Fox.
At what speed will the DeLorean time travel and back to the
88
future?
miles an hour.
Who directed Men in Black?
Barry Sonnenfeld.
In what year was Superman 2
Nice.
released domestically?
1980.
Alan Sudol plays which character in the Fantastic Beasts films?
Queenie Goldstein.
What is the first MCU film to refer to Thanos as the Mad Titan?
Pass.
Who plays David Dunn in Unbreakable?
Bruce Willis.
Who plays Black Mask in Birds of Prey?
Ewan McGregor.
How many times did Hugh Jackman play Wolverine on screen?
That's a nasty question for a speed round.
9.
Yeah.
Sure is.
And going back to
It's a great one for this.
first
Yeah.
MCU film to
just
refer
have
to
to know.
Thanos as the Mad
Right?
Titan.
So great.
Galaxy.
All right, that's it. That's it there. So Mike
That has to be
finished all
something you
his
previously
questions.
have thought about at some point in your
I'm gonna
life.
tally up, and we will bring
Right.
in just a moment there.
Yeah, it
All
has
right,
to be
we're gonna
9.
bring both the manager and Mike
Which is amazing.
Chance.
9 times. Wolverine. A
9.
character. They were never going to get that character right to begin with. I came up in the era where they were
Is
turning
back.
into Superman
All right.
4 type movies. And I'm like, they're never going to get X-Men
And
on screen,
at
period.
the end
And
of
they're
the-
never going to get Wolverine right. And here we are.
Chance, you missed 2, and you passed on 2.
Ooh.
You have
Oh.
a total of 23 points after that round.
Ooh, here it comes.
Oh, here it comes. The boom.
Kalinowski,
Got the
though.
rest correct. You're now up 25-23.
Nice.
25-23.
Wow.
It's a 2-point shift.
What film is the second film released in Phase 3 of the MCU? That was Doctor Strange.
Phase 3.
In what year was Superman 2 released domestically? That's 1981. Superman 2 was released in Australia and Europe in 1980, and June 1981 stateside.
All right.
So
I'm also sorry for cussing. Not bad.
It was a different time.
That is also the only question that Mike missed was the Superman 2 released domestically.
Was 81 domestically? Really? I'm not trust you guys. I'm not challenging it.
Hey.
I'm like,
What's the answer for that match?
Sorry, Mike. You got to be old to know some of these
Mike got
things.
it correct.
and there was nine was Logan.
9 was Wolverine.
Wolverine, yeah. I was like, what was the third? I was like, it was First Class. He's in that one scene.
All right. So at the end of that round now, we see it go
I think
back
First Class is the
to
one a lot of
Mike
people miss there.
Kalinowski, 25-23.
Yeah.
Going
Well,
into
that
the
and,
fifth-
there's no time to count it up in the speed round, which is what's brilliant about those questions. Like,
I got good news and
His,
more
like,
good
brief
news.
appearance
The good
in,
news
was
for
it
the
Age of
competitors is
Apocalypse
that
too?
They're familiar with
Yeah, X-Men Apocalypse.
News is
Yeah.
that this is going to
He's
determine
in
the
that?
match, and we will crown the
Yeah.
winner of the
In his Weapon X
oh,
here.
right, Weapon X.
We need a series of
Oh, that was brilliant when they brought Weapon X in there.
That was probably the only really good thing about that movie.
Oh man, it's just such a joy button. I'm like, as soon as they start teasing, I'm like, no, are they really gonna do it? And there he is in the full Barry Windsor Smith,
Yeah.
full. Oh my god!
Looks
It
just
doesn't disrupt continuity at all. That scene absolutely fits in with all the other movies. Like
Not
was
pick
just
the same numbers
it's
as
amazing.
your opponent. There's no stealing in round number 5.
What's
nor
sad is they
there
did that
penalty
in an
for
X-Men
missing
movie
a
and not in
question. So,
one of the Wolverine
Mike, you were
origin
for most
movies.
of the match, but now you find yourself with a 2-point.
Well, yeah, Wolverine Origins.
Here's 3
What missed opportunity? But the other two Wolverine movies, zero complaints. Is there less than zero complaints?
Usually play from behind.
The ending of the Wolverine was.
We're gonna go with Old Reliable, Old Faithful, number 2.
the one in Japan.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
In that order.
The
That
third
might be
act
perfect.
was-
That'd be perfect. We might have to discuss that.
8 and 16.
6, 8, and 16 for.
But
Chance.
I saw Superman 4 in theaters as a kid. Superhero movies were
60
crap when I was a
seconds
kid.
to talk to.
But I loved them all anyway.
Yeah.
Shake that off. That was exciting. I know your adrenaline's coming.
I
right
like
now.
Superman 3 that had the same plot
Clear your
line
mind,
as
get it all
Office
out of your
Space.
head. This is the last
That's the best observation all day.
no matter what happens.
That's the best observation all day.
Absolutely.
Both
That's a
have
good
both
one.
Peppers and IG. I couldn't be more proud of the
God,
work
what a dumb movie Superman 3 is. That is an incredibly dumb movie.
they wanted. So
What's funny
That's
though,
just how they made movies then, though. There wasn't any thought for all this, like, Marvel,
and,
that's what you wanted them to do, and they were just never going to get around to that. Oh,
what's
so
funny
fun.
though is that same plot line in Office Space. Fantastic movie.
what a great story for you.
Go
too.
figure.
I could not be more proud of
Superman
you.
3 has the same plot as Office
I'm
Space.
so excited it's the finale. You're only
Damn
down
right.
by 2. You know that's not
Man,
the end of
this-
the game. You're studied.
For
you're
everybody that's ever complained about Batman versus Superman, or anything like that, I'm like,
into the
Batman fought Richard Pryor when I was a kid. What are you even talking about?
And again, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day,
That's
we
fair.
win. I know you both won.
It's fair, very fair.
So go get it and let's see how this turns out. I can't wait to see what happens with you.
And we
two.
loved it.
I love you guys so much.
Did you see who
right,
Superman
so
had to fight in the fourth
Shannon
one?
out there. Chance.
It was
Yeah.
Mark Pillow. His
Mark
name
Pillow.
was Pillow.
What a name. That's the best actor name. We're going to finish this match quicker than a Mark Pillow film fest. To quote an old movie guy's line. Mark Pillow. You can't find a better name for that guy.
Who are we gonna get to fight Superman in the fourth one? We got to really amp it up. How about Mark Pillow? You
You
sure
know,
we
he's-
shouldn't get the guy that was like in Rocky 4 that said
Let's
I
see.
must break you? He could
We
say
have-
the same line again.
Let's see, should we cast Mark Pillow or John Smashington? John Destructio.
You guys are really going.
I need the pillow.
You guys are really
Pillow.
going.
Give me the pillow. Bring me pillow.
Y'all are going to town with this pillow talk over here.
Ah, there's a lot of pillow talk going on. And it did play.
All right, here we go.
It's the second best quote all night.
Category 6.
A lot of pillow talk in this episode.
Indiana Jones.
Who knew?
What year did Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom?
84.
84.
1984.
1984 is correct for 2 points.
Nice
All
one.
right.
Movie release date.
We see ourselves tied, and now Mike Kalinowski will get his 2-pointer mark, which is
2 point difference going into the final round.
Christian and
Maximum
Adam
suspense.
correspond to
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Mike,
Absolutely.
DC.
Go to sudden death. Oh my gosh. Come on now.
Then your question for 2 points to regain a 2-point lead in the world of DC is,
Which of course will happen.
Uh-oh.
what is the last name of Robert Rule's character in 1989?
Knox.
Batman.
Yeah.
Knox.
Who's that one?
If you said it the other way around, who played Knox, I would have gotten
Christ,
Wolf.
Knox.
Mike, and now Chance.
William Hootkins.
Category.
Christ,
Oh, yeah.
Knox.
The problem is Mike would have wanted that
Category
DC
number
question for his
Will-
5-pointer.
William Hootkins, Lieutenant Eckhart,
There you
and
go.
Porkins.
Yeah.
Chance. In
Porkins.
X-Men: The Last Stand,
And top men from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
for responsibility.
Yeah.
What is the name of the laboratory responsible?
Oh, great question.
Something
Oh,
or other?
Worthington
it's
Labs.
Angel's. It's Angel's last name.
Is it Worthington?
Worthington.
Worthington, right? Worthington Labs.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yeah.
3 points.
Nice pull,
Is
buddy.
that what he said?
Yeah.
Big pull
Yes.
by Chance.
His name's Warren Worthington III.
Warren Worthington, right?
Now 28-27.
Man.
As Mike.
Who I just learned is Ben Foster from the.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 12.
Yes,
Hilarious.
it is Kelly's number, and
Freaking
And then he was in, and then he
Oh,
was
I
in
got-
the Punisher.
world. And your question.
He was in the Punisher with all the piercings on his face.
Is that him?
On your own.
Yeah.
Yep.
In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, what is the title
I don't know.
of Gilderoy Lockhart's
I'm out.
biography?
I keep waiting for one of these questions about Chamber of Secrets to be like, what is the Chamber of Secrets? To be like, it's the ladies' bathroom.
Yes, it is.
It's a
The only
funny
question
joke.
I can answer is what's the subtitle of the third Harry Potter movie?
Prisoner
They
of
never asked
Azkaban.
that. Too easy.
All right, so here's where we stand. If Chance Ellison hits this, bounces back to Mike, and Mike will be forced to hit his 5-pointer. However, if he misses, then Mike Kalinowski will be challenging either Andrew or Smets for the championship at Spectacular 5. All right, Chance, are you ready?
Smith.
Yes.
All right, category 16. Category 16.
Jeez.
That would be Marvel films. Marvel films. Here you go. In Venom, what is the full name of the bioengineering corporation that discovers a comet
Worthington
with
Labs.
symbiotic life forms?
No.
The Life Foundation.
Life
Life
Foundation.
Foundation. Yeah.
Oh, God, that's a great answer. Great
Hits
question.
it and now forces the hand of Mike Kalinowski.
Oh man,
Mike,
here we go.
If he hits the 5-pointer,
Here we go.
he will win and go on to play for the Intergeekdom Championship. However, if he misses, his partner, Champ Ellison, will be playing for the Intergeekdom Championship. Mike chose category
Christian
number.
is
We,
so
ha-
good
we
building
have
the hype.
no idea if Kalinowski's going to hit his 5 here.
And this corresponds to a category that Mike passed on in round number 2, way back
Uh-oh.
there. Now,
Oh no.
all the marbles, Mike. Number 14 corresponds to Middle Earth.
Ooh.
And your question for the win,
Nikes.
to be the champion of this playoff and to defeat
Wow.
crime and corruption, Chance Ellison.
This is real drama.
In Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, what is the nearest crossing to the ferry the hobbits took to evade the ring rats?
Wait, what?
What is the nearest crossing to the ferry the hobbits took to evade the ring wraiths? Oh, God, I remember the scene.
Yeah.
Nearest crossing to the ferry. But see, yeah, the name of it. Sheesh.
Great.
Oh
Repeat
man.
the question.
First one.
Do that. In Lord of the Rings,
This is
the
where the
Fellowship
JTE
of the
rules
Ring,
start disappearing.
what is the nearest crossing to the ferry the hobbits
Well, even if you
took-
know it, you got to burn a couple.
I mean, there's a chance he knows it, and he's just taking his time.
Did they say he has trouble with Lord of the Rings? Is that one of his weaknesses?
It's not his preferable strength.
He's
But that's
done
probably
okay
what
with
he
that.
studied then.
Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. What is the nearest
I think he
crossing to the
beat
ferry
Rachel
the
with
hobbits
the
took
Lord of the
to
Rings question.
evade the ring
A
race?
very confident sip from the cup from Chance. From his collectible Hawaii 5-0 cup.
5.
Repeat the question.
Last one.
Ooh, that's the sound of exasperation. He doesn't know it.
Siflornio. I'm making up shit.
The ring. What is the nearest crossing to the ferry the hobbits
He doesn't
took
know it.
to evade the ring race?
I don't think this is it, so I'm going to take a wild guess because I think it's the only name I know in that area.
He's overplaying it. He knows it.
Buckleberry.
And your winner, advancing to the Schmoedown Spectacular.
Get to it, Harloff.
The Cobra. The answer, Mark,
Wow.
was
Brandy wine.
Brandy wine bridge.
Leo Logan in our chat got
Brandy wine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here upsetting Mike.
Wow.
Now, can you believe people that have not found the movie Trivia Schmoedown, what they're missing out on, man? That is real sports drama. That is what is, that's fantastic.
You're on the edge of your seat waiting for that.
And we don't know if Kalinowski knows. And even if he isn't acting and he throws his guess out there, his best guess could be it,
Yeah, that's insane.
So here's the thing. We've been doing reactions for about 2 years exactly.
Yeah.
Roughly at this point. We've been
and they say you really upped your game when you invited me on.
Thank you. Well, yeah. Thank you for coming on. So the thing is I feel like that you either there's different point of views when reacting to it. If you know the answer, you're the one that's sitting there like it's the answer. Like you're saying it over and over again. Like, oh, you got to say brandy wine. Just come on, brandy wine.
Yeah.
And when they don't say it, of course, you instantly know how it's going to turn out. But then there's ones like this where we're completely clueless as to what the answer is, and we're like. And so again, Harloff is sitting there, kind of like what I was saying. It's like, oh God, just let us know who won. Fantastic sport. Yeah, this is for all intents and purposes a sport because of that one little bit.
I mean, anybody that hasn't discovered the Schmoedown, this right here, what just happened there, that's fantastic. And now Ellison goes on to play Smets.
Yeah,
and. If he beats Smets, which nobody's going to because Smets is insane. Yeah. But if that were to happen, then it would be Kalinowski and Ellison. So I mean, that natural drama would play out if that's how that goes, but it won't because Smets is insane.
Yeah. What's insane there is that is Chance's winning this, even though he missed four questions in the speed round.
Yeah.
Wow. And no one got a perfect round in round one. So
didn't they both miss 2 in the first round?
Something like that, yeah.
But with Inner Geekdom, man, going perfect in the first round. I mean, who does that? Does that happen in Inner Geekdom?
Kalinowski and Smets.
Does he go perfect in the? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Smets would. Yeah. They go perfect in the first round.
Parker. Yeah. Well,
did he go perfect in the first round? All right.
Not this last one, but he's done it before.
Yeah.
Which one was it? Which round was the Penguins' hat color?
No, that was 5-pointer or something.
That was against Goddard.
That was against Goddard, but wasn't that was a multiple choice, wasn't it? Because the purple was one of the.
Oh right, because he didn't go multiple choice, and he should have because all Batman villains are only 3 colors.
Pretty much purple, and purple.
Purple,
and
green, and
purple.
Blue. Yeah, and purple. A lot of purple. They love their purple.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what happens here with Korruption now. Ooh.
With Andres Cabrera, right? Nobody thought the Chance was going to be able to beat Parker. He beat Parker. He beat he beat the Barbarian, and now he defeats the 2 times
left and right. You never know.
But what a battle it was!
Man, these stories.
How are you feeling?
Stories these tournaments. Him and Ace. Good lord.
Oh my god!
I mean, you never know. Nobody stomps anybody anymore.
I could not have.
That's why I love these tournaments because you never know who's going to win.
It was Mike.
Things happen.
Chance, and it was Chance. It was Chance, and it was Mike, and it came down to the wire.
I feel like hearing everyone talk, I'm just a complete cycle of.
These guys are here to do. I mean, they're champions. I would not expect any less out of either of them. I am.
You never know. Nope, you don't.
So freaking thrilled.
Anything could happen. Yeah, you could.
I still don't believe in fairy tales.
No, that's incorrect.
And studying and working your butt off.
You're right.
Is real, and that paid off for him in dividends.
Let's nod along with Shannon in unison.
I'm so damn proud of you, man.
Yeah,
you did it.
Yeah,
you did it. You beat my baby. You beat Mike. I mean, holy hell.
Chance, how you feeling?
I honestly, I have no
Jake.
way to describe.
Hey,
Jake.
I know how much
exclamation point.
This is his bread and butter, and to come in. And
there's an exclamation, so you know he means it.
I was not to be around. I thought that was it. I thought that Mike was came at 5, and I was going to whiff it again. But you like you said, Mike may be a better player, maybe a better geek.
Whiff it good. Whiff it good.
I'm happy.
Crack that whiff.
I get to go and fight for that belt.
I mean, a lot of Kalinowski's victories. I mean,
Mike,
I'm no scholar. I
know
don't have all the points and stuff, but
of course,
he gets like a if that 5 is the DCEU.
Back in that speed round,
good night.
You got yourself back up to a lead. You hit your 2, you hit your 3, and it was just
he's got very favorable picks.
Is it
sometimes?
Is it an easier pill to swallow, knowing that you've got Chance, who now has his first?
I mean, some of his big victories, you're like, oh, he got a James Bond question or whatever.
I'm smiling right now. It's not. I knew it wasn't Buckleberry Ferry because it's the ferry, but I was wondering on the questioning. It was like my notes that I just write. Is that the crossing? It wasn't a pull. Middle Earth is I don't have a weakness in IG. I have the varying degrees of strength, and Middle Earth is on that other end of it.
Wait to say you don't have a weakness. Hey, look, I don't have any weaknesses. I just have varying degrees of strength. There's categories I don't know. My strength is low in that, but it's not a weakness.
Against Chance, it's like I always from behind like that, and I come back. I give the guy the best shot.
I have no weaknesses in Star Wars. There's just things I don't know.
No, the best thing that mentors do is when their base surpasses them and goes on. So I cannot wait.
He should run for public office.
Relaxing because I don't have to be watching the
I'm very familiar with different types of hair, but long hair is just not quite on my strong suit.
You just asked that a couple weeks ago.
ever since being in the military,
we know these things, and that's why he's going to take that belt. We're going to get the belt. It's funny. I said at the beginning of this year, Chance will have that singles belt by the end of this year. Well, I just got my divisions wrong. So he's going to have an IG belt, and that'll be great because then we'll both be IG belted and teams belted.
I want that singles belt too. Don't get it twisted.
I know. We're going to put you. I'm going to control you though. I'm not going to get you like I did last year.
Well, I'm glad that you brought that up though, because
what if they faced off again in singles
tournament right around the corner? You've both been announced to be in the tournament. You're both going to be playing the tournament.
Mike and Chance.
Going to be playing Harry Nemiroff as
that would be a great first round.
We'll be going up.
Team goes up for a first round. We know fascinating.
Happening. Singles, the teams match between the founding fathers.
They're not
in there like that. So Shannon, I got to ask you. You've been around. Mike,
the bracket's been released.
Seen what happened to Rachel Cushing?
I don't know where they fall in the bracket.
Worry about a
They're both playing
in Chance Ellison, regardless that he's 13 years old.
Throw it in. Had to get one.
We will be cautious to avoid.
So last year was Mikey 3 belts. This year is Chance 3 belts.
Chancey.
Such a good head on his shoulders.
I was thinking about the Chancey 3
the
belt.
IG tournament,
The opportunity for 3 belts.
For a while, he's got until spectacular.
I mean, Chance though has to be Smets.
You're telling me there's a chance? No, I'm not actually. He's got to be.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Not even a little bit.
He did
well, in the game there is.
To do it. I mean, he knew his stuff, and he was like, "Let me see how far I can get in this." IG was not Chance's bread and butter. So I'm not worried about him in IG. I think he's going to be great, and we can kind of relax.
It's his biscuit and gravy.
Not too much because we're going to have, Chandler, so he's going to have to be on top of his game. Mike will be in there helping him. I'll be in there helping him. He's going to have.
You might have exhausted your clever lines, dude. You hit some 2 home runs tonight.
I don't know.
Sounds like I got to go back to Demon Bear now.
He's got the energy of 1,000 suns, and I don't. I mean,
you don't get that reference. You need to watch the tagline. I can't do it. Tuesday nights at 9:30 Central Time.
We're going to keep him even. We're going to keep him even keeled. We're going to
like a perpetual plug.
But we're not going to overload him too much. He knows so much. He's so good. He's so prepared. He's so ready to jump back into singles. And I think he's going to make a great run there too. When you got that momentum, you got
ready
that
to
fire,
jump back into singles on Friday
nights. Rolling, and that's the goal here.
Yeah, I used to be in my 20s 2 decades ago.
Jump back into singles. That's to watch that movie.
And as someone who wouldn't be accused of recency bias, then I'm not ready to declare this as the best match of the season or of all time. But it was maybe the most unique match I've ever watched in that it started out pregame, a lot of light.
There's a lot of options for best match of the year. We keep naming match of the year every match, by the way. It almost seems like every other match someone goes match of the year.
Another
this is the latest match of the year. This is the 18th match of the year of the year.
Do you know how long
this is a good?
Do you know how long the awards is going to be when they're like, and match of the year is, and they just start listing off the schedule for the entire year.
The entire year, right? Because match of the year was declared 4 times in Star Wars. Like they're like match of the year.
I was coming from behind.
Scrimshaw
First round were
and
dumb mistakes.
Demon
I
Lanta,
was
match of the
second-guessing
year.
myself, and I didn't want to use JT rules then.
The final, obviously.
Match of the year, ace.
But
Match
once
of the year,
Trek hit,
ace.
It's
Right.
kind of like with
Oh, you know what?
Chance,
You know
that
what
was his weak
bugs
point,
me
that's
so
why I went
much
with
about
it,
that
just like
whole
Mills,
ace
my weak
thing.
point, it got me in the end.
This
That's what is a great
ace
game, but that
versus,
locked it in. And then the speed
versus,
round, it's different than when you're at that desk. I can't see what's
Knapsack.
going on. I have no idea what
I
TV
played
is
along
on.
and
I
beat
had no
both of
idea
them.
Yeah.
I played along at
yeah.
home.
Do what I was, but that the speed round focuses me. That thing locks me in. And then coming into it, third, fifth round, what we were at, and knowing we had
To be
both
fair,
answer all
Knapsack
of our
probably would
questions,
have
it's
won
like,
that if he wasn't being managed by
people
Brandon
talk,
Hanna.
and I hear things, and
Think that's a distraction?
ever plays each other. Well, they
Maybe.
take it seriously. And like Shannon said earlier,
This reaction is the match of the year.
Correct. Right on. Right. I think, yes, this reaction is the match of the year. This moment right now
we
is
respect the game, and the game
The
deserves
match of
it.
the year.
Moment of the year.
And that's what we delivered. It comes down to it. I wanted to win. You're damn right I did. I didn't
Eat your
riff
heart
that.
out,
I didn't
Roca
know the
flu
question.
game.
I tried my
Hey,
best.
Kalinowski,
and
would you not say damn on our channel, please?
I was not going to hand chance this one. I was not going to give it easy.
some
'cause
damn kids are watching.
I can handle it.
Chance?
For me, it was when I found out. My big problem, and Shannon gets me on this all the time, is that sometimes my brain moves a little too fast and I just mishear things. That phase 3 question was a stupid miss. I should have had that.
You won. Stop
and then going
complaining.
around 3, I knew
You beat Mike
that happened for me this
in
weekend.
IG.
I knew Mike would be willing to do it. And yeah, that was when I locked it in.
That's like coming to my apartment and drinking my whiskey, and I'm like, that's okay. I mean-
16 with my dad's number one professional ball.
Yeah, just go for it. It's not like I
like to think he
paid
helped me get
$50
the win, so
a
thanks,
bottle
Dad.
for that mess.
I declare you drinking my whiskey match of the year.
Going,
Yeah.
This is, obviously a loss is a loss, and you feel it. But the thing is there a part of you too, because you had
A horse is a horse,
you feel
of
like
course.
you were
of course.
redeemed, where you had that loss from Smets and Spectacular.
Right.
Talked
Well,
about
you made a
openly,
Mr. Ed
and you
movie.
came back and
Are we
you
sleeping on the remakes?
out
Come on.
for
No Mr. Ed movie? None?
first, second, and third
I could
round.
have sworn there was
That
one.
match. Do you
Yeah.
feel like you're back?
There
in your
was
game?
Bobcat Goldthwait was in.
Oh, Lord.
Into the IG, or is this just?
Oh, this is good. Whatever direction this is going, this is good.
There was a lot of soul searching over this past 6 months before
Hot
the
to
IG.
trot.
And I said at the beginning of that first
Where he
match
did the
against
voice of a horse?
of IG again. With my
Somebody did
faction.
the voice. Well, Goldthwait was in it.
Gotten
I
better
forget
now.
who did the voice. There's the question.
I just want to see like a
Hey,
horse.
commenters, who is the voice of the horse in Hot to Trot?
Player is playing. Sometimes,
So Mr. Ed was a combination of peanut butter and string on his lips, like full. Could you imagine
Hot to
that
Trot
being
was a
like,
peanut butter and strings movie. That's before digital or anything. Yeah.
What
were you gonna say?
And then when-
Imagine what?
and then when the mouth opens, you hear Bobcat go like,
Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. A talking horse movie with Goldthwait's voice.
I was like, let's see what this tournament does. If Alba had knocked me out early on.
Sorry, Mike, we didn't hear what you said after the match. We were talking about Hot to Trot for 10 minutes. How was the speech?
With the best, proven I'm.
He
one of
just
the
said
best
if
in this league with
Alba
IG.
knocked him out and
ran this
at the
tournament on my
beginning,
side of the
he would have
bracket,
probably
went
been
down
done with
to my 5
IG.
Chance. Took him to the end. Came back from.
Oh, if Chance had knocked him out?
If Greg Alba knocked him out.
To stay, I'm not going anywhere. I still want another rematch against Smet, so maybe that's my goal to work towards is trying to get that guy again at the table.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. If Chance Ellison beats Smets, I'll give you a number 1 contender shot against Smets to see who plays.
Ooh.
Not gonna happen.
That's
That's a
motivation.
double chance.
That would be really amazing to watch. Not gonna happen.
I don't know. I gotta say something. I don't know. I kind of like the fact that Smets has that one little loss in the loss column, and it's yours truly. I do
Hey,
like that.
But you know what's better?
What's
Two
that?
losses, the loss
That's
column.
true.
Every one loss.
You know what's unrealistic? 2 losses to Smiths.
Yeah.
Sounds great, though. Hey, you know what sounds great? Me beating Molly Damon. You know what didn't happen? Wouldn't it be great if I played Alex Damon because I had won the Star Wars tournament?
Now
Dude,
look at
where
corruption is right there, nipping.
Oh,
Big chance, no pun intended, to
Wait,
take.
there's just
over
2
the
points
lead.
in this match,
Should
though, right?
Corruption take over the founding fathers.
Yeah.
from their play.
So they would have been in
contenders.
second place.
Guys,
Oh, yeah, but
really
they're two
good
away from the lead.
incredible
They're
match.
just
You did
2 away
exactly
from
what Chance
Finstock
at the
Exchange.
beginning here, and that's give them a show. You did
Man,
that.
The
you know,
thing
here
is-
comes the singles tournament. What if we should look at the brackets? What if Finstock gets knocked out early in the singles?
And,
Yeah. That's
drama.
That's the problem. Is the Finstock
funny thing is, too, when you
Exchange
look at what
pretty
Chance
much
did,
holds all the other belts right now, and they haven't been playing.
No,
So-
they haven't. I mean, that's the disadvantage. That's the thing. The way the draft went, there was a disadvantage to putting all those people on one team because they're not playing right now. Hi, Abigail.
Hi, Abby says.
Abby Friel! I missed her birthday party. I got invited so far ahead of time. Janine was such a good organizer for that, and I didn't make it. I'm sorry, Abby. Happy birthday.
And he showed why in this match, too.
Yeah, and here's what we've seen from Korruption, Christian, is that as long as we've known that faction, when they come to make a statement, they don't do so with a soft speaking voice. They do so with a big stick. And so Chance coming into this and not just winning the tournament, but the way he did it, the people that he knocked out along the way.
Someday I'm going to get my stick.
Anybody's ever going to doubt that kid out again. You said he might have to be 13 years
That
of
was
age,
that was
but
a
he
that was a
is
quote
going
and
to
a
present
reference
a
right there.
formidable challenge to whoever he faces.
Who, Dum Dum Dugan?
Yeah.
Schmoedown Spectacular.
What's he say?
And
All right,
already,
Fritz. Someday I'm going to get my
two
stick.
big matches happening. Schmoedown Spectacular 5.
Let's go find two more.
Matches. The Star Wars Movie Trivia Schmoedown Championship on the line when Alex, the Demon Damon, tries to get his fourth title defense going up against the tournament winner, Andres Ace Cabrera. And now either Kevin Smets, who is the reigning champion, going up against Chandru very soon here. Whoever wins that match will be defending their title against the Cobra. Chance Ellison at the Schmoedown Spectacular. Now, Chance could have, who knows? If there is a world where Chance Ellison could be defending the going for the IG belt, defending the team's belt.
There's not a world where that happens, actually.
Christian.
There is an opportunity. However,
He said it. He said it.
Wow. Did we just correct him and then he heard it?
He said there's an opportunity.
4 matches per week, the first 2 rounds.
He got tired of saying
subscribe
chance.
down
He
now if
said
you're not
opportunity.
That's right.
Oh, right.
Christian.
That will screw you up. That will screw you up.
Interactive TV, Jack.
That's
the wave of the
hilarious.
future.
That's the best. That's the moment of the year of this show tonight.
Interactive with
I'm
Chris
calling it.
on a pre-recorded match
Greatest team in Schmoedown history.
that we're watching after it's premiered.
Yeah.
And gone into his fridge and
Maybe
grabbed one of those.
we wasted our lives, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Who knew the Cinefanatics channel was the focal point for the time-space continuum?
And the Star Wars tournament.
And people don't vote for us when it comes to podcasts of the year.
Cinefanatics are the center of a wormhole. So when you come out the other side of it, you will be the number one voted. That's the reason you're going through the wormhole. You control space and time.
So that is it. He's going to be placing the champion. You guys, now it's time for you to move your attention towards the pay-per-view matches. You have big number.
Tomorrow.
Look at that. That's tomorrow. Oh my God, that's right. That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
John Roca.
Whoa.
Big time.
We have some fun stuff planned for this.
Those tickets
Awesome.
now at schmoedownlive.com.
Who are you going to lie to your audience that you're bringing on for this one?
Send it right to your inbox. Join up today. So many great things. That's Smets and Chandru.
Oh
match.
my God, did we make a mistake?
We're bringing Ethan Irwin on.
We're going to
I'm
find
just
out
kidding.
who Chandru.
Nobody can book Ethan Irwin.
$10 patrons and
Can't
over
book Ethan
can get
Irwin.
it, or you just get a ticket over at the schmoedownlive.com.
Well,
Mark
let's
Ellis.
be honest, we didn't even try.
Yeah, that's true. All
Wow.
right.
Well, that was something. That was something.
Wow. Mike didn't win.
All right.
Money?
That's the more interesting outcome.
Yeah, because I'm wondering what the.
I
could they
guess
build
a rematch
storylines
is
on
supposed
this.
to be interesting, but what's that?
Could they build more storylines off of this now?
I think
Yeah.
if we were sitting in a normal year where there were studio matches, they probably would be more inclined to do so. Maybe that could be something that still happens later on down the road, but I haven't seen too much storyline happening right now while we're having to deal with virtual stuff, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fine,
it's more within match. You know, you kind of build up the drama as much as you can. But you don't have to get I mean, the potential of the Schmoedown is to have these great long legacy storylines and stuff. But the individual drama of just one match, I mean, especially with what Nerd Chronic brings to it, it's It's like watching a baseball game and you're like, I've never heard of the Dodgers, and you're like, well, now you know the entire drama of it, because I always learn something before every match, and it always adds to the drama. Nerd Chronic is incredibly essential because the full drama of how Chance and I'm a competitor. I know Chance, I know Mike, and yet I forget. I'm like, oh, is that how they came together? Oh, I forget this stuff. It's so essential. And that does a lot of heavy lifting for not having the larger dramas because everybody's not in studio, playing around, all that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
I think what I like about this, what they've done in this match, and then even honestly what we even saw in the Star Wars tournament is we're going into Spectacular with, again, assuming Smets has the belt going into Spectacular.
Easy to assume. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then you've got and then of course you've got Alex Damon still has the Star Wars belt. But who they're up against, what I like is that we're not seeing the pun aside, we're not seeing the usual suspects. We're not seeing the not the faction, the actual
no, do put that pun aside because we're not seeing the usual suspects.
We're also not seeing the usual suspects
at all.
Literally, we are not seeing this. And figuratively.
But yeah, we're not seeing like the same people all the time going in and facing off against the belt. I mean, yeah, seeing Mike and Smets face off again would have been fun, would have been awesome 1 year later after the last Spectacular.
Sure. Yeah, right.
But also I like the idea of now Smets has to face off against Mike's teammate and kind of like has to take down both individual members of Korruption.
Right. I like that.
I mean,
like that.
even look back to like last year. If you said that there was going to be a championship match between Chandru and Smets, you'd be like, wait, okay, what?
Yeah.
Like Chandru was barely able to break away from Brandon Hanna. Yeah. And now we got Chandru's taking on Smets.
You're right. Chandru really has risen in the last year.
Yeah. I still believe in Smets, and I fully believe Smets has got that game easily. But still, Smets is Chandru's gonna put up a pretty good fight in that.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
for sure. That's gonna be a battle. It's just Smets is gonna win.
Look at the past. So when Smets and Chandru faced off before, when Smets was making his climb to the belt, and Chandru almost won that fight. It came down to that last question.
Which one was that one?
That was, I think that might have been after Smets faced off against Mike the first time.
Okay. Wait, you're saying who played? Chandru?
Smets and Chandru played.
Oh, they have played before?
Yeah, and Chandru took him to the last question. It was down to where Smets didn't know if he said the right word for the final question.
Oh, I'll have to go look that up. Refresh my memory. I forgot that they played.
Because Smets had to build himself back up after the Don't Tell Peter incident.
Right.
So he had to build himself back. Yeah, he had to build himself back up to that number one contender position against Kalinowski.
So, I mean, there was that situation where...
God, I forget. There's so many great plots that I forget even stuff like that. It's right in front of me. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. That happened.
I remember at the end of that one, though, like, Smets got it right, but then he was, like, down on his knees, like, just... I can't believe I just won this one. Like, it came down to it. Like, Chandru almost won that one. So, I think
I got to go rewatch that.
I think that one was, like, right at the beginning of Chandru's... the beginning of his like climb up to where he is now. So, and granted, now Smets hasn't played since Spectacular, and for a lot of people, you would want to claim ring rust, whatever. Yeah. But Smets is also the type of person where it's like, hey, when this guy's got free time, whenever that is, he's working on Schmoedown. Yeah. I'm not worried about his ability to defend that belt after not having done it since Spectacular.
No, I think Smets takes joy in learning this stuff and defending the belt and stuff. And so, it's like, it's one thing to have your flashcards. It's one thing to, everybody has their method and stuff like that. But when it comes down to it, I mean, I think it's how much you really enjoy knowing this stuff, being able to answer this stuff, being excited about it. That's what it's going to come down to. And I sat next to Chandru many times when we first started going to the studio, Paul and I, to watch matches. Chandru's always there writing down the matches long before I ever saw him play, and so he enjoys it too. But you got to kind of parse how they enjoy knowing the stuff. But it really does drive Smets to study quite a bit. he made that black mask joke, that sort of thing. Because he did, I actually sat in on one of the training sessions with another dungeon mate, and he was in there, and he did know a lot about Black Mask, which I guess is an IG movie.
Yeah, the Birds of Prey and the
technically in the yeah. There's a movie called Black Mask, right? It's based on a comic book. Jet Li.
It's Jet Li. I can't remember. I know it's a Jet Li movie. I can't remember if it's based off a comic book though.
Hold on, I have to go back and look at it. Back to training for me.
Oh, you're definitely referring to
Bulletproof Monk. Sorry.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Chow Yun Fat.
Not Black Mask.
I thought you were definitely referring to Jackie Chan's The Tuxedo.
Well, that's the weird thing about having a dumb movie brain too. Bulletproof Monk is based on a comic book, but also Black Mask with Jet Li, I think, is as well. I don't think I'm entirely off there, but yeah.
Yeah. But man, that match, that was an amazing match. Like, I am sitting wrong and I am breaking my foot. All right, here we go.
Right,
all right, we're
right. It's hey, Janine.
Hey, Janine's here.
Janine's
awesome.
Eager to see you too. Yeah, it's not Smets.
I love to be seen. That's true. You might have tricked Janine, but she will not be sad to see me here.
No, we're glad to see Janine here. Janine, come on back another time too. I'm glad to see you here.
Oh yeah, have Janine on for some reactions.
Yes, Janine, if you're still here, we would like to talk to you in the very near future.
I feel bad about that Usual Suspects joke earlier now.
Well, we're seeing the Usual Suspects in our chat.
There it is. Yeah.
What we were saying was the people in the finals are not the usual suspects that you would see in these finals, but of course, the usual suspects is a term that is used for a team name, so that is literally true and figuratively true. Now you're all caught up. Analogy of the year, right there. Analogy of the year. We did it, guys. We did it.
We're gonna get one of these awards, I swear.
Hey, if we have to keep nominating ourselves for moments in this show right here, we're gonna get it done.
At this point, though, this show is so good, I could probably kick both of y'all off, and then we'd get the heel of the year nomination as well.
No,
right.
No, that's definitely still Shannon.
Let's start a fake fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
it's not working. It's not working.
Am I supposed to jump when you do that?
I like all y'all. I don't want to kick y'all off. Just face of the year.
So many shenanigans.
Yeah, we lit the shenanigans. That was fantastic match. That was again, so many things could happen potential story wise from that.
Amazing.
Who knows? But it's going to be really good in the future to see where these go. We do have like a whole lot of pay-per-view matches that are coming up over this next month, including the Smets versus Chandru. So
yeah,
eager to see where these are going to go. Of course, we know without saying that that one will go.
You know what? Fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair.
That's the moment of the
there's the moment.
That's
right
the moment of the year.
There it is.
We do so well, and then I'm like, you know what? I don't need that foot. Let me shoot it off.
I've got two.
Yeah.
Look, I don't walk that far these days, so yeah. Stick one in your mouth, and you still make it about everywhere you need to.
As long as I can get to the kitchen, I'm good.
Yeah, you can still make it to the kitchen. Stick one foot in your mouth, you can still make it to the kitchen.
So, yeah, a lot of good matches still coming up. We got the singles tournament coming up. 4 matches a week. Oh yeah, get the reactor in shape there.
Have we figured out how we're doing that yet?
No, we haven't.
Oh, buddy, we should think about that.
I was like, we've got the schedule. We could figure this out.
We're going live every night. Maybe not.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Anyway, so we got a lot of new things coming to this channel. Before we actually end this video and start talking about ourselves, Adam.
Yes.
Feel free to plug yourself on our channel.
Plug away.
Plug myself into what? Oh.
That's for you to know and us to find out.
No. If you want to find some antics done by me, you can go to the Movie Guys. I highly suggest if you have just happened into these antics I've been doing here and you enjoy me at all, definitely go to the Movie Guys on Facebook or movieguys.net and find our Star Wars a sports play-by-play commentary. Paul and I did the entire movie of Star Wars as sports announcers, announcing the entire thing because there's no sports and no movies, or at least there weren't sports and movies. Now sports have made a tiny comeback, but yeah, no sports and movies, and also our podcast, because you could just listen to it like a baseball game. You could set your radio out, listen to that whole podcast as though there's a full audio background sound, which is so funny. Now there's nobody in the crowd of these games, and they're piping in the exact same sound effects that Paul and I were for Star Wars. So anyway, we're ahead of our time. The point is, we're ahead of our time.
You have to start recording the background like stadium sounds for these sports, and like just send them to them for free. Like send them to the NFL and everything like before they start.
But definitely like and subscribe, because we have another bit coming out that Paul and I have put together that I think everybody's going to enjoy.
Nice.
Might be a parody of the Schmoedown itself, but we'll see.
You heard it here first. Yeah, no, definitely, guys, definitely check out that Star Wars play-by-play. Like I was doing some work on my computer here, and I propped it over on my laptop over here, so I was watching and listening along while I was doing some work, and it was just, the whole thing was fantastic.
And then he wasn't able to do work anymore.
Honestly, I was definitely distracted the entire time.
I mean, if you know Star Wars, you could just listen to the podcast and know what the scenes are. But we did sync it up on Vimeo. So if you do want to watch the two together, we put it on Vimeo.
There were some nice little sneaks that you did in there with some of the lines and stuff that I think was really good as far as like matching it up and everything.
Oh, thank you. And the joke density, the density of reference, Star Wars reference. If you know Star Wars at all, you're going to love the density of references. In fact, the question that won Ace the Star Wars championship, the one that couldn't be answered by his opponent, we make a joke about. I've always known 8D8 as a droid because I had that action figure as a kid, and I couldn't believe neither of them knew it. I was like, oh my God, that was like a main action figure that came out. But
that was the one that burns the bottom of the Gonk droid.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And
the Gonk droid reacts like he's a human being that can feel pain on his feet. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. and which used to, in the old version, would mix into the Loptinek song that they sang in the pre-special edition. That Gonk scream went into wah, and then it would go into that. But then they got that new song. Now it doesn't work anymore.
Interesting.
But the joke we had in the Star Wars play-by-play was, you keep doing that, you're gonna have a date with an 8D8. Which I thought was
I was gonna say that's one of the ones that like we when we were reacting to that, we didn't quite remember the name of that droid either, but we definitely both had the action figure too. I was like, I remember that action figure. I have it stashed away somewhere still.
That was the funny thing is, when we first started like Star Wars doing the Star Wars reacting, most of our knowledge came from owning the action figures, because they made action figures of pretty much every single thing that was ever on screen.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, even going so far as like one of my favorite figures of the entire set was the Bomar Monk, the spider with like the brain in the fishbowl thing that scares C-3PO in Return of Jedi. I absolutely love that. And then it was like, because you see it for like 2 seconds, and it's the weirdest thing out of the whole Star Wars.
It's the genius of Star Wars that no other series can quite accomplish, is that density of background material. The first 12 action figures that came out of Star Wars, 5 of them had non-speaking roles, or more. 6 of them had half of them had non-speaking roles. It's
I still very much cherish my Kabe and Muftak figures.
Nice. That's the big furry thing and the short little bat thing.
And the thing,
we do an advertisement in the game, because the game we do has all advertisements for Star Wars related stuff as we go to ads, and one of them is an advertisement for that cantina, and the joke is come on little bat thing night, little bat things drink for free, which is I think Cave, right, is the little bat thing. Yeah.
Kabe. Yeah.
Kabe, yeah.
Kabe.
Yeah. Did you ever have the cardboard display, or what it was like the cardboard case that they sent out when they couldn't produce the figures for Christmas?
No, I didn't get my action figures until well after it had been in theaters. But no, I never had that. But they kept doing that. That was the one because they hadn't released the figures in time, famously. But then they kept releasing with each movie. They would do a Hoth backdrop, and then you would just buy 3 figures that way. They turned that into like a regular marketing thing. And then there was like a Jabba's Palace one. And then just recently, I guess some people are really complaining that the new Star Wars toys are like super cheap. They're now like cardboard, like the Star Wars knockoff things were in the 70s. But I guess now there's like going back to the cardboard thing again. But just trying to save some money while it's in.
I still like where all the Jedis had like the lightsaber was just molded in their hand.
Yeah,
so they had to sit there and hold it, and
yeah. The hand was shaped like this, and it had a little runner right there, and you would slide up the thing, which made the lightsaber come out. Which that's pretty. It's a lot to try and go for to have a lightsaber that ignites on an action figure when nobody's really even done action figures of that scale or whatever. Like, let's also have the lightsaber ignite. But the craziest thing was Luke's was yellow, which made no sense if you've seen the movie. No. And now that Rey gets a yellow lightsaber, I'm like, first of all, nobody ever had a yellow lightsaber until whatever. There's some guards or something, somebody's, whatever, Knights of the Old Republic or whatever. But really, nobody's ever had a yellow lightsaber. Like, that's what was radical about the purple one. You're like, oh my God, nobody's had a purple lightsaber. And then all the way, 9 movies or 11 movies, and nobody's ever had a yellow lightsaber, and Rey gets one. And then it springs to mind, I'm like, except for the very first Luke action figure. And there's a weird thing because she takes the name Rey Skywalker and now has the color lightsaber that the action figure had.
They brought it back around.
What can I say? Those movies are all perfect. All are perfect.
That old Luke figure is now canon.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. It all comes back around. Well, get me talking about Star Wars. We'll be here all night.
Yeah.
Oh, one last trivia question I have to say for you. I found this out last night. This was amazing. I was watching Adventures of Babysitting last night. And I'll throw this out as trivia for anybody who's watching along right now. Who plays the mechanic Thor, the guy that the little girl thinks is Thor?
Oh.
Who plays him? It blew me away.
Dolph Lundgren.
Nope. We'll see if anybody knows here in the chat. But it's like, because I mean, I know that scene. And first of all, who knew who Thor was in Adventures in Babysitting? That was a deep comic book reference. We're talking the era of, Superman fighting Richard Pryor at that time. Like, this is like comic books just didn't make it into movies, deep references like that. So the fact that she was obsessed with Thor, I was like, who knows who Thor is?
I think by then there was an Incredible Hulk movie that had Thor in it.
Right.
And I think that had already come out.
No,
that
was actually before. That would be the year before Batman. That'd be 88.
The Incredible Hulk movie?
Yeah, the trial or Return of the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, Return. Trial had Daredevil in it.
Trial had Daredevil in it.
All black costume.
Right. Which is interesting. They brought that back, the all black costume. Well, I guess Frank Miller did go with the all black costume too. I doubt that's what the TV movie was making a reference to. I think they were just being cheap. But it's so interesting that now looking back at that, you're like, oh, the black costume is now kind of canon for Daredevil.
Yeah, because that was the Born Again storyline with the black costume, I believe.
Is that before 88 or after 88?
It's pretty close.
Was that a Frank Miller reference in that dumb TV movie?
Maybe an early one, but I think the Born Again storyline came after the movie, I believe. So
yeah,
I think.
So you know who plays Thor? The mechanic who she thinks is Thor is Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh,
go watch it again.
We got
there
some.
We go. Okay,
we got some there.
Hey, Janine got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a great movie. That's a great movie. You know who directed that movie?
Oh, Rachel. Oh.
Well, Janine didn't have to look it up.
No.
So yeah. Unfortunately, Adventures in Babysitting would be one of my weaknesses.
If that were a slice on the wheel, that's a specialty slice.
If that was a slice on the wheel, I would probably land on it.
That's for a Chris Columbus exhibition match. Just all Chris Columbus.
That was Chris Columbus that did that?
That was Chris Columbus, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
know it had Elizabeth Shue.
It's
that's as far as I got on that.
You'd land on Adventures of Babysitting. It's no Charlize Theron slice.
Oh, God.
Oh man, I landed on Bicentennial Man. Oh, it's not one of my strengths. All right, you know what? We're gonna have to spin again.
Little Miss. That's my guess.
What was that? Haley Joe Eisenberg? Yeah, okay. I could answer questions about Bicentennial Man, but I mean, I'm not doing a video chronic on Bicentennial Man anytime soon either. So
Right.
It's been a minute.
Anyways.
Since I've seen that one. Anyway, what are we doing and where are we at?
We are the Son of Fanatics. We are on this very channel that you happen to be
sure
watching. So hopefully you know who we are because you're on our channel. So thank you for being here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube things. They're a lot of fun to do. Make sure you hop on our Patreon, patreon.com/fanatics. We've got great stuff happening there. Make sure you come back Tuesday nights, 9:30 p.m. It's the tagline. It's our show where we talk about movies, movie news. We have like little fun with movie games and stuff that we're developing.
Nice. There it is.
Oh yeah.
I love the title of that show, guys. That's a great title. Nobody's
Thank you.
tagline. That's awesome. That's great.
It's the tagline. It's the show where the tagline is the title. And that's the tagline.
That's our
So
tagline.
we have a lot of fun with that. A lot of stuff still in development, still as we continue, because
Especially when there's no movie news because pandemic.
It kind of felt like almost every week it's like, okay, here's the list of movies being pushed back again.
Okay, so the Tenet news today.
The Tenet news today.
I have threatened for 5 months now with my improviser friends to do a movie review show where we're not talking about real movies, but we're talking like critics and disagreeing with each other about movies that don't exist. I really want to do that because it's amazing. There's no movies out there, and that was a bit I wanted to do a long time ago. And I'm like, oh, there's actually no movies right now. So
I think we did something similar on the tagline one week where we came up with like fake movie news.
Yeah.
So we just made up like some new movie news and tried to get people in the chat. They're like, hey, so which movie news do you actually believe could happen?
That was the episode where we went with the headline for the show that Mystery Men is getting a reboot.
Yeah. So we were rebooting Mystery Men.
Which I could see happening.
I actually could see that happen. That would be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
They need to stick the flaming carrot in there. But beside the point, this is all kinds of nerdy at this juncture. So yes, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
That's within theme.
I mean, nerd, awkward. That's this channel. Welcome.
Nerd awkward. That movie. What did you think of that movie? See, there you go. Just go.
It was my starring role.
Yeah,
I was very happy with the performance. I thought Kate Winslet was phoning it in, but we'll talk about that movie later.
I would like to, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone in our chat for joining us. This has been a lot of fun to do this reaction, and a huge shout out to not Kevin Smets down here. Thank you, Adam Witt, for joining us on a reaction.
Yeah. Kevin told me to return this to the dungeon, so I'm gonna take this and leave it just outside his door. He's in there training. It's pretty intense. He's up to about 18 hours a day now. So I'm gonna take this hoodie and put it back in there.
He's probably busy watching Green Lantern for the 37th time. So
Martin Campbell's Green Lantern.
Oh yeah. So thank you for coming on our show and being a part of this reaction.
For inviting me.
This has been a lot of fun for this. So yeah, we are going to continue doing reactions like this where we get special guests that can lend their talent, their humor, their insight. Please join us back on these Schmoedown reactions. We're going to be doing some more changes to this format as well, but this is pretty much the idea that we're sticking with.
But this is the best this show gets.
I mean, yeah. So yes, please come back, watch our live reactions. Hopefully these are going to be more entertaining than just us sitting on the couch like that, as they were with the Joker poster behind us. Anyways, thank y'all for joining
Your lighting
us
is
again.
great, by the way. I'm taking a tip. I'm getting your lighting is behind you and everything like that. It's great.
Oh, me with like the green light back here?
Yeah, that's a nice accent.
Thank you. I'm still working on some more. I want to change the camera because I don't like this low light thing here. I don't like this. So anyways, I'm going to update that.
We need to get another one of those I can slap behind my shelf over here.
Yeah.
Get you some accent lighting. That's nice.
We will be working on that. So anyways, again, thank y'all for joining us. It's been a blast. We will see y'all again probably next week. Y'all have a great evening and good night.
Yeah.
I love you. I know.
I know.